wiedzie biały węd, tylko jedno w głowie mam. Koksu 5 gram, odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia. W głowie myśli mam, kiedy skończy się ten stan, gdy już nie będę sam, bo wiedzie biały węd, tylko jedno w głowie mam. Koksu 5 gram, odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia. W głowie myśli mam.
This is the theme. This is what we're doing today. This song makes me so happy. Oh my god, you gotta scroll all the way to English. White Venduro? You mean cocaine? I love how many people thought this song was positive when they first heard it. They're like, oh, it's a chill vibe, and it's like, give me the lyrics, and you hear the lyrics and you're like, oh man. There's so many songs like that. Wait, it's uploaded by 10-hour movies? What the fuck is this account? 10-hour movies? People wash my belly 10-hour. Oh my god, what is this garbage?
I am the one and the only Pibble. Pibbling, pibbling, pibbling. This is Pibble Mom. Clean my belly. Wash my belly. I need you to clean real good. Spotless like a wash hair. Everybody come and look. I got the whole room shook.
What is this account? Sleep Funk 10 hours. This is the worst YouTube channel I've ever seen.
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Is this?
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Well, this one's based. This one's just based. With no lyrics? That's just the original song. Oh my god. Soap Cookie X Crying Baby Funk. When you're happy, you enjoy the music. When you're sad, you understand it. So true, bestie. I don't know if I'll ever recover from knowing that this account exists. I think this might have, like, ruined my life. I love this loud enough that it goes through into my microphone. Let's just make this more cursed. I'm gonna place my microphone right next to the speaker. It might be the most cursed thing I've ever done. Jesus Christ, man. Enough of that. I'm happy no one was here to see that. Ideally. Okay, Scrandle. Real things, content, finally. We've got Rocky Mountain oysters. Deep fried oysters. Could be good. And Karma kebab. Spring onion. Kebab sauce. Looks like a white sauce. Probably garlic based. Is that regular onion? Onion. It's got spring onion, it's got roasted like onion, and it's got, I think, slices of regular onion. I mean, I like this kebab, looks great. I'll take it. Maybe a little oniony, but you know. New pies or nachos? Why is it called new pies? Why is it called that? Oh no, this pie just makes me incredibly sad. Thank you. Cup of mushy peas with added mint sauce. Or meatball sandwich with packet of crisps. You get a crisp with it, so I'll take it. Really? Okay. Doner burger. That's just a burger with doner on top. That looks awful. $1 dog for 0.75 quid. I just don't want a doner burger. Doner burger. I'm surprised I'm correct. Okay, this is a war crime. This looks fine. Yeah, some of these are just easy. Cheesy chips and gravy. Or chicken club sandwich. I think the chicken club sandwich looks okay. Or is this like uncooked chicken? Is that the issue? Is this just like uncooked? It's uncooked, okay. I wasn't sure if that was chicken or like ham. I haven't had uncooked chicken in so long I forgot what it looked like. 6 quid? 10 quid? Man, you need to stop getting food at games. Like, cook it beforehand. I'd rather take the hot dog. Yeah, okay. Chicken strips with chips and a drink, for sure. Not close. Käsebrott? What is that? Das Käsebrot gehört zu den Butterbrotten. This is butter bread. It's beans. It's like bean bread. Ooh. Really? Try it, man. It's probably not that bad. Frankenfeast hot dog for sure. These tacos are way too big, but they look delectable. Similarly, this is not a sandwich because you can't eat it like a sandwich. Both of these have the same issue of there being too much. The difference is that the pain it would take to eat this smoked sausage and slaw sandwich is like 10 times bigger than eating the chicken and chorizo tacos. So we're taking the tacos. Käsenbrot is just a cheese sandwich. The bread is buttered. Yeah, why the fuck would they not take that over? Like this sausage looks awful comparatively. It's 3.5 times the price as well. This is some horseshit. These people don't know what they're voting for. I'm a barely successful scranner. You motherfucker, I'm correct. Why does the sausage have a wrapper? That's what I'm asking, man. That's what I'm asking. I don't know, man. I wish I knew. It's ridiculous is what it is. Community stats. Very few got 10 on this one. That's how you know they voted poorly. Or like the original people voted poorly. Okay. Time for the classic. Agent Carolina, Red versus Blue. Or Dream XD from Dream SMP. How many people that write AO3 fanfictions are Minecraft kids? Do we think Minecraft kids grow up to be socially well adjusted, or do we think they grow up to be fanfiction trolls? Sorry, wrong connotations. Fanfiction gremlins. I would lean toward fanfiction gremlin. And I'm correct. Huang Ye. Or Jack Crawford. Silence of the Lamb and Hannibal. Why he looking at her like that though? Well, every time there's something like this, it's always the Korean pop star. Oh! Never mind. I've never been more wrong. Soya Nasi Alensky. Shadow and Bone. Six of Crows. Book series. Or Pandora Lovegood. Harry Potter. Pandora Lovegood is the character that like does the alchemy in Harry Potter, I believe. So it's the one who gives the kids the love potion. So she's like inherently rapey and kind of wacko. But this is another newer young adult series. The last time this show popped up, it was a character from there that won. But Harry Potter is too institutional. It has to be Harry Potter. Yeah. Harry Potter is too. Pandora Lovegood is a never shown character? Really? Oh. Who the fuck is the one that does the love potion? Who's their potion teacher? The potionomics teacher? I don't care about Harry Potter enough to look at lore, I'm sorry. I don't know why I even like started. I don't give a fuck about Harry Potter. I engaged my brain like about 4 times longer than I wanted to there. Clockwork from Danny Phantom. I've seen all of Danny Phantom and I don't recall this character. I shouldn't say all. I guess I've seen all of the. I don't know if they've rebooted it or whatever they've done or like continued it, but I saw X number of seasons that were out like 8 years ago, 9 years ago. So if they haven't done anything new since then, I've seen everything. Or Tommy Shepard, Marvel. You get a buff if your name is Shepard. That's just like a universal rule. You can't get away from it. But Clockwork is a cool ghost, so I'm gonna go Clockwork. And I'm correct. Leo, I'm sorry. It's always Leo. Leon. Mag's Hunger Game. Or Legion, Mass Effect video game. I don't know enough about Hunger Games. The issue is that I, with my sensibilities, want to answer Legion, but I fear that the answer is Mags. Holy shit, I'm happy to be right. Dream Sans. Undertale fan work Dream Tale. Dream Sans. Don't you just love it when you look at a fan fiction of a character and they're not the same character anymore? Like there's virtually nothing that is the same character. Dream is the protagonist of ongoing series. Wait. Oh, it's. So this isn't Sans. Dream Sans is not a Dream Tale. S for Sans. Sans. What? Thank you. Look, I didn't want to engage my brain anymore. Dabi is Todoroki Toya. It's too hard to figure out who this is. They gotta have nothing. You know, that's honestly a viable reasoning. I didn't consider that. You're right. You're so right. But unfortunately, we weren't right together. Dabi is Todoroki Toya, My Hero Academia, fan theory canon event. Wait, how does a fan theory canon event? Wait, first of all, Dabi. Oh yeah, it's this guy. Well, isn't this? Yeah, it's confirmed. This is confirmed in the fucking series. So why is there a tag called Dabi's Todoroki Toya, My Hero Academia, anime manga, fan theory / canon event? Okay, if this wins, it should just say Dabi. Jesus fuck, man. Emma, The Promised Neverland. Or Millicent Bulstrode. Emma. Oh my god. Usopp. I'm sorry, Usopp, my god. Okay, I'm doing one more. Hiccup, horrendous, haddock, big eye, too small eye. Haddock eye the second? I'm gonna say Kakashi. Yeah, Kakashi goaded. Is there more Bulbasaur porn? Or is it there more Peter Griffin porn? You know what? I need to be in the mood for this. That was a very good trick. That's true. That's true. It's Peter Griffin. Fuck! Zenobia from Fate. Who the fuck is Zenobia? Wow, you got a lot going on there. Oh my god. What are we doing? This game is so Gooner coded. Jesus fuck, man. Like, this design is way better than the other designs. This design kind of goes hard compared to the other ones. This is a much better design. It's busy, but it's busy in a way I like. This is the best design of her by far. But she's also over-sexualized as fuck, which means Kano is gonna take it. Because, like, if they're over-sexualized initially, then people are less likely to make porn of them. I unfortunately know that you have a fuck ton of porn, Bia. But Elastigirl is, like, undisputed. Discord! I'm howling at the moon on a summer afternoon. Discord! I'm howling at the moon in the middle of a summer afternoon. That's what it is. Discord. Yeah, MLP buff. Lancer specifically. Artoria Pendragon Lancer, not the main one. Baldur's Gate 3 hasn't been out for that long, and you also get to have sex in-game. Because you get to have sex in-game, I'm gonna give it a lower score. Jesus fuck, man. Munch, help me. Help me. What do I vote for here? I don't know what it's the sheep. I couldn't blame you. I can't blame you. Oh, Asuka for sure. Why do you have a metal bit on your pussy and everything else is open? That must chafe so insanely hard. Isn't this the most uncomfortable thing you can imagine? It's just constantly chafing against your thighs. This must be miserable. On the other hand, maybe you're not walking that much because you've got fucking spike shoes. Okay, I'm gonna give you minus points for being the worst designed character ever. And I'm gonna be so right. Baymax or Indeedee? I'm gonna say Baymax. How the fuck? Okay, this was a dog shit day. This was a dog shit day. I'm bad at this. This makes me happy. The good old days. I joke, it's 5 minutes old. 5 minutes, not 5 minutes, 5 months old. Okay. Feels weird to be back. We're gonna go for how long? We're gonna go for 3 hours today, and then there's the Path of Exile League reveal. So we're doing 3 hours of Sovereign today, and then Path of Exile. Unless we find like a really good place to take a break, then maybe we do that. But I feel like this section is about 3 hours long, we'll see. Okay, so we talked to the Chosen. What's with all this bullshit about messing with my soul? Evola won't let you. Welcome back, Incubus King. Hello, is there something I can do for you? No, we're supposed to be the ones serving you. And to that end, we finished working on something. We cleared out the old hidden entrance and set up a blockade further out. I'm also gonna try to like be closer to the microphone, but with a slightly lower voice, and see if that makes it easier for me to go longer without feeling like my voice starts dying. I feel like it's been doing that the past couple times. We thought it could be a good training ground for you and your harem. Aka's already gone to check it out. And that's a good idea, thank you. No problem, we all want you and your harem to stay safe, but since you're usually on the front lines, the most we can do is help you gain more strength. Anyway, enjoy. Please fuck there sometimes too. Bet she gave us what? Old hidden entrance. Where? They don't mean up here, right? No, they mean all the way down here then. Huh. Nice, we can learn more skills and stuff here. We'll take a look at that later. Simon? Estera, I didn't expect to see you so soon. Running around to all these nations, you seem overworked to me. I decided to make your life a little easier. So I spoke with Janine myself and got her to arrange things with Filial. We're actually currently hashing out details of a trade agreement. I see. Don't worry, we're not trying to cut you out. Actually, I'd like your help to smooth the process along. Please stop by the negotiation hall. I'm sure your touch could do the situation a lot of good. I'll do that. Thank you, Estera. Filial is quite reasonable, but she's reserved. I think she can tell I wanna fuck her. Slim little elf like her. She would be a lot of fun once fully trained as a toy. I'm not going to assault or even seduce the leader of a foreign power. You don't really think I'm that stupid, do you? I wouldn't have thought she'd even notice, but Filial is an especially perceptive woman, so I guess I needed to control myself even more. But aside from that, negotiations are going well. Oh, quite well. The largest obstacle now is Yihilini restrictions, which is where I hope you could help out. I'll do my best. Do that and I'll handle the rest. This should be quite profitable for all of us. Okay. You want to swing by the negotiation hall? Yeah. Ah, you're here. I trust the Empress filled you in on the situation. Yes, but not the details. Come with me. We should discuss them somewhere with a little more privacy. To negotiate a trade agreement, we only need agreement from the leaders of the endpoint nations, plus those the route would cross over. But just because it's possible doesn't mean it will be effective. Ideally, we need to arrange many details. Well, ideally we'd find a way to cross the Incubus Emperor's domain, but that isn't happening. Estera asked for our help with the details too. Where do you think we should focus? It's remarkable how casually you can say her name. I'm a queen and I'm still nervous sitting at the table with those two. I'm sure you've held your own, Janine. Thank you, but let me refocus and actually tell you what we need. Most importantly, we need to devote a significant area to the airships, docking, refueling, etc. Unfortunately, all of the good options are owned by someone. They'd like to extract a heavy price for their use. There are 4 potential sites, and every single one of them is an unacceptable deal for us. Perhaps this is a good time for the Doom King to be tyrannical. He could just seize useful properties. That might work, but it would exasperate our second problem, which is public sentiment. Many influential people view this as inviting more succubi in, or they disapprove of the concept in general. We could ignore them, we have a tyrant after all, but it would be better if they didn't try to oppose the plan. Perhaps Trin? My time to shine, huh? A lot of these people will probably be too well protected, but I'd be happy to fuck with whoever I can. This seems like a good time to mention that I've gone stronger. I should be able to handle 10 copies now. But I'd still rather not spread out too much. But I should be able to handle copies that are further apart as well. Practically, what does this mean? We got plus 2 copies. And further apart means we might be able to put them on like a different country than Yihilin, or just different parts of Yihilin. I don't know what this means practically. Well, we did put someone in Serantia, so does it mean that we can have someone in Serantia and also in like Aram or something? Seems pretty good. Further apart could mean anything? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if it actually has like concrete benefits for us right now. I don't know if it does. My impression is that it doesn't, but maybe we'll figure out a use case for it. I mean, they mentioned it, so Shekhov's guns, you know, we're going to figure something out. Don't go overboard, but yes, this might be a good time to use Trin's power. Normally, one of the worst would be my own uncle, but Trin, don't you control him? Yep, been maintaining that copy for ages. Then please start influencing him in this regard. Will do. Plus copies will have use cases. Plus copies is broken! Like, we've already cleared out 2 copies recently, so we already had 2, so we have 4 we can use. And, I mean, it's like our strongest power we have, arguably. Like, one of them. We have gotten so much leverage out of it. That's a good first step, but please do whatever else you can to help negotiations. The final issue is that we have succubi from all 3 nations meeting for their own affairs. Can you meet with them? Also, I'm gonna try something. Oh my god, I can play this on controller. Hopefully it's not too loud. I would love to play this on controller. Okay, what is the... Do I have... let me go... Ooh. What did I do to remove that? I don't have a... Okay, you don't get all the things, which sucks. You can't see the... Like, I can't... Well, I can just use the keyboard for that. That's a good first step, but please do whatever else you can to help negotiations. The final issue is that we have succubi from all 3 nations meeting for their own affairs. Can you meet with them? I'll see what can be done about all this. Thank you. I tried to handle most of the details without troubling you, but it's important these negotiations go as smoothly as possible. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, so that's menu. Take however much time you need to research the sites, but at a minimum, please resolve the succubus issue. If you need to investigate something elsewhere or attend to other business, feel free. We have a lot to discuss here. Okay, so this is menu. That's quest log. Okay, that's the actual log. Cool, I got like everything I need. She's at 75. Personal slave mage. Okay, we've leveled her up. Just let me know who you want copied. Yep. If all above, the foreign delegations are so insanely security conscious. That's good, isn't it? Hey, haven't seen you in a while. As you can imagine, I've been extremely busy playing damage control with Yihilin's allies. Aside from Aram, they seem to be taking it fairly well. Yes, if not for the orcs and succubi involved, they might even view this as nothing but an internal change of power, to be watched, but not feared. But the war is too recent for everyone to be that comfortable. No, I expect to be extremely busy for a long time to come. But you're taking a break to help out here, huh? Well, one of the ostensible reasons for this meeting is to arrange more formal diplomatic ties with Genelon and the Orgasmic Empire. I won't be taking a major role in either, but I'm definitely involved in many of the decisions. I have just one question. Do you believe this is best for Yihilin's future? This development more so than most others. Then I'll continue doing my best to establish solid diplomatic ties. In other circumstances, I'd be almost suspicious how quickly Queen Filial and the Empress are agreeing to things. Yeah, because they've been talking beforehand, bro. You're the commander who advises Queen Janine, right? I am. I sincerely hope she'll choose our southern site. I recognize the price we're offering is difficult, but we're taking a great risk in offering our land for a venture like this. This is difficult for us, too. My partner is taking out a loan at the bank now to make this work. Be honest. Be for real. Be fucking for real. Is there really any scenario where you aren't fairly compensated for its use? No, probably not. But there's good farmland there, and the people make heavy use of it. We can't give that up lightly. Well, just keep us in mind, okay? What the hell is Janine doing? I'm disappointed in that mistress. What's the deal with him? I wasn't fundamentally changing his nature before, just influencing key decisions. Don't want to arouse suspicion. Now, I'll make him support the negotiations. Also, I lost my penis inside my own asshole. Charming. Oh, come on, I'll make him normal for the important things. What, you have something to say? You're here to negotiate, right? That's right, I'm selling the eastern site, but I'm not going to talk to idiots about complex economic details. You probably want weapons or some shit. Go talk to my partner in the outskirts, he handles the idiots. Simon, a word? Yes. This man is an absolutely despised merchant. Not just by the common people, most nobles as well. I can't vouch for how good his site would be, but no one will cry if his property is seized. That's good to know, thank you. Gotta have this table shining before the next round of negotiation. Damn succubi, if they're getting another foothold in this place, we ought to bleed them dry. Our northern side is obviously best, but they'll pay dearly for it. Yes, they will. Okay, let me reread this in the correct voice. Our northern side is obviously best, but they'll pay dearly for it. Yes, they will. You think I didn't see you there? I'll say it right to your face, and to those whores with you. But the one you'd be gouging is Queen Janine, not the succubi. The damn Widow Queen is probably in bed with them anyway. It's all the same these days. Okay, he's more stupid than evil. So it's the wrong voice. You don't like it? See if you can find a better site for a better price. Huh. These fucking succubi need the northern site, like it or not. Fair enough. I'm gonna grab my slippers. It's too cold. I've got my slippers. I feel like the heating just like turned off. Can we go in here? Okay. Oh hey, did I see you at the gathering? I wasn't there. You must be mistaking me for another of the Queen's agents. Well, I don't think you can blame me. You guys look really similar. Well, hello again. Thank you for arranging this meeting. It seems likely to be quite productive. I hope it will. I've been otherwise occupied, but I'll be devoting some time to making sure things move smoothly. An encouragement, given your apparent effectiveness. I have a question for you. Do you believe Incubus Kings have an inherent tendency towards apathy? I'm not sure I could have reached that conclusion. What are you thinking? Well, perhaps not apathy alone. There are continent-shaking exceptions, after all. But 2 of my neighbors are Incubus Kings, and they strike me as complacent in an unusual way. It's unremarkable that the Lust Lord merely maintains his lands. That is similar to what I do in Genelon, after all. But he seems to have given surprising control to succubi, which seems odd for someone so concerned with dominance. There was a period where I was making rather drastic preparations, yes, but he seems uninterested in advancing much further. Let me see, did I... Okay, so that's the skip button. Okay. Good to know. I can't press that button because it skips all the dialogue. He even holds court at a different location than the primary economic and civil center of Rodak. If I understand correctly, he is the oldest Incubus King. Perhaps they mellow over time? Perhaps. The other Incubus King, who I choose not to name, seemed to mellow rather abruptly, though. I suppose you would have watched his rise with concern. There was a period where I was making rather drastic preparations, yes, but he seems uninterested in advancing much further. In any case, since you have so much direct experience with both the Doom King and Estera, I wondered if you have any insight. My feeling is that while Incubus Kings are influenced by their nature is in some way not exceptional compared to other roles. So it may lead to apathy or decadence, but not more so than obtaining other kinds of power. Yes, I have seen many fall into complacency once they attained a position of honor as well. So I think the phenomenon is that an Incubus King tries to expand, but eventually runs into natural limits of the political world. As massive an impact as the Incubus Emperor had, he lacked the power to dominate the continent against a united front. Perhaps that's true. I'd also wondered if some of the apathy didn't have to do with mere age. The years do tend to give one more perspective, as I'm sure you know. But does your feeling apply to your own Doom King? He hasn't reached the limits of his power. Should we expect him to conquer more? No, Incubus Kings aren't universally driven to conquest. Yihilin is enough for him. I will trust your impression on this, and hope that continued stability will bring us all beneficial trade. I had a question for you as well. I understand that in Genelon, succubi live along with other races. How does that compare to here? Well, given that Genelon has no history of succubi as an invading army, conditions are rather different. We present a united front to outsiders, but truthfully the relative harmony has given rise to new conflicts. Because all groups feel comfortable in Genelon, they likewise feel entitled to demand much of the nation. which is as it should be, but it does lead to rather fractious politics, and hence the reason the single monarch system was retained. Ah, I see you're familiar. What the fuck? Okay, there's another button that skips. My bad. And hence the reason the single monarch system was retained. Ah, I see you're familiar with our politics. Impressive. I spent a little time on Fëanor and enjoyed it. I imagine you're quite well traveled. I envy you there. For all the privileges of my position, it has limitations. I have traveled to many nations, but always as a foreign emissary. My experience of those nations was always quite limited. But I did not mean to speak of such things. We should focus on business. Of course. It is not to say I do not enjoy speaking to you. I suspected I would after our magical communication, but one can never be sure. You don't count the magical communication? Even with both voice and image, I feel it never captures a person's true presence. It's like a Discord call, kinda dog shit when you think about it. Having seen yours, I hope the Genelon has many future dealings with the new Yihilin. Thank you, Queen Filial. Okay. Unfortunately, there's too much business to be done for us to chat any longer. Okay. I came to help advise Queen Filial on matters concerning Succubi. My job is to scout the potential sites, but I probably shouldn't speak with an outsider about it. What the fuck is your look? Why do you have anime eyes? Was this the first character with anime eyes? No, go ahead. He'll help Queen Janine make the correct decision. In any case, let me tell you what my survey discovered. Or in that case, there are 4 sites being seriously considered. For the sake of convenience, they've been dubbed the northern, eastern, southern, and western sites. Those are rough approximations, however. For example, the western site is actually more central than the others. But they're all adequate for airship docking purposes? Adequate, but not equal. The western and southern sites are superior locations in general. Hey yo, Kirby! Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Haven't missed much. What the fuck is this character? That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, why do you have anime eyes? It's part of Queen Filial's consort. So I think all of the sprites look different for every character that's from there. Except hers. Hers kind of have the same style as the mainland. But the Succubi also has a different, model or image. Yeah, you haven't missed much. We just started negotiating the trade negotiations. But we haven't done more. We've just had a dialogue with Filial where she's like, I'm happy to talk to you. Adequate but not equal. The western and southern sites are superior locations in general. Yeah, you did miss this there and the queen, but that was minor. You fucking liar. It's minor. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'll stop streaming. I'll go back home. I will choose what is minor. No, all caps. Okay, now you're making me sad, Kirby. You have power over me. You know that. I see. Thank you for the information. No, thank you. If you actually get this deal closed. Here's Filial. Unfortunately, there's too much business to be done for us to chat any longer. I really like her crown and all the jewelry. She's got a really cool look. I came to but you see what I mean. This is also a different model, isn't it? Have we seen this have we seen this one before? I feel like these are all different. These fucking Succubi need the northern side, like it or not. Yeah, at the gathering for sure, but I'm talking normal Succubi everywhere else. I feel like we haven't. Trading with foreign powers like this, is this really our world now? Perhaps I'm simply too old to keep up. This guy's in the way, right? Copying time? Not yet. This is great. I hardly ever get to work with non-succubus mages in the Orgasmic Empire. Oh, you're probably a big deal. I don't like this, but better go manage the process than just let it go wild. I'm starting to feel swamped here. I could figure out the details for Genele's magic, but the Orgasmic Empire too? What in particular is causing you trouble? This isn't a simple matter, girl. We need to... Oh, you're the... my apologies. I have some experience collaborating with succubus magic. Yeah, some. You're probably the fucking leading expert in the entire world at this point. Is there anyone who's more experienced than you? I doubt it, given how much you're hanging around Kum. Like, Jesus Christ, man. And I have experience on the other end, so I'm pretty sure we have you covered. I would humbly accept your assistance. I don't know what to say. Your experience in these things is impressive. Will you be able to assist with negotiations better now? Yes. And you don't need to say anything. Okay. Arkland may be far behind in airship technology, but your military spellcraft is formidable. Okay, so we should expect airship technology in Fëanor? Okay, if we're going to invade Fëanor, be prepared for airships and fucking blimps. I'm more concerned about the 1%, that's true. This could be profitable for us, but honestly, some of the magical details are so tedious. I think in general, we've hit the point where we're like so much stronger than the average person that like so little is actually a threat for us, if that makes sense, right? Kirby watched 5 consecutive streams and sparked a watch streak. You know, that's... You were there when I told Psych. I had no idea what feature that was. This is the first time it's ever been triggered in my stream, I think. In the entire time I've been on the platform. Isn't that crazy? I don't know when they added it, but I've never seen that message before. Hello again. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to see you again. Shaya, I trust you've been well. It's Shaya! Oh, does she have a unique sprite now? Just doing my best to take care of the Empress so she doesn't work herself to death. Honestly, she's been kind of depressed since you left. It's not keeping her from working, but... Well, that's ultimately her issue. All I can do is support her. This negotiation has cheered her up, though. I know you'd try your best for political reasons, but make it go well for her, too. Yeah, she looks great. So many tasty humans here. What the fuck is your sprite? Okay, you're like the devil. Queen Janine has been favorable toward House Rose so far. I'm confident she'll go with our western site. Can you honestly say you're offering her a good deal? Oh, come on, this is business. Most of the profits will come from the 2 foreign nations anyway. I see. What, it's not like you're going to do anything about it? Bet? You think I'm not doing anything? I'm fucking killing you. Queen Janine has been favorable toward House Rose so far. I'm confident she'll go with our western site. Yeah, lane stare in their face. You know, lane stare is very similar to a specific look that Simon gives. It's great. This deal is ridiculous. It's not going through, not while I draw breath. That's my cue, right? Nope, not yet. We're gonna talk to everyone first. Oh, hello there. Business has been good lately, and it looks like it might get better soon. You're not talking with the others? No, they're discussing some kind of immigration thing. My interest is purely economic. I wish them well, though. More movement between nations would probably be good for everyone. I wanted to hook up with some Yihilini while I was here, but now I'm not so sure. What's the problem? The way everyone looks at you. Sometimes fear, sometimes hatred, but it's never a normal look. I have a hard time imagining it being different. Are you just another person in Ganelon? No. People there have all kinds of ideas about succubi and relationships, many of them true, but it feels a lot more equitable, I guess. Here I don't think any relationship could have that. I hope to prove you wrong. Maybe you will. Ah, it's good to see you again. I'd forgive you if you don't remember me though, you saw so many succubi in the Orgasmic Empire. We discussed succubus immigration, correct? Glad to be remembered. What we're discussing now is very much an outgrowth of that. You were right that the Empress wasn't too opposed. Some of this should be resolved just by trade. For example, everybody wants orgasmic wine, and other nations have things succubi aren't so good at making. Moving people between nations, though, that's difficult. Both the Orgasmic Empire and Ganelon have high barriers to entry, even higher to citizenship. And what would you like to do about it? Fucking orgasmic wine? I love fantasy substances. That just sounds like ambrosia with extra steps, though. And what would you like to do about it? Well, at minimum, we'd like for succubus refugees from the Incubus Emperor's domain to be resettled in other nations. Everyone agrees they deserve better, and hopefully that will open the door to more movement. We're trying to see if we can't get a few passenger airships going along with the mercantile ones, just rich people as guests at first, but over time it might allow for... Oh, I had the voices reversed, XD Lamau. Over time it might allow for more people to move between nations. Exactly. I'll speak to the relevant people and see if we can't do something to help. I'm just gonna keep ad-libbing. If I read it as anything instead of something, I'm just gonna keep going. Thank you so much. I think it's just Orgasmic Empire wine Umphy. I don't know if that's true. They have sex magic and we've seen lust draughts and lust wine. Kirby, I think the Orgasmic wine does give you an orgasm. Otherwise, why do they have lust wine, which gives you, like, plus a fuck ton of the like, action point stat? Like the thing the succubus use to do damage? But it's still wine, that's true. Don't worry, I'm not thinking of emigrating. I want to get stuff from Genelon and the Orgasmic Empire, though. Okay. Is that everyone? No, Astera. We haven't talked to Astera yet. Nalili. Empress. How's life in Simon's harem? Oh, it's really great. Not as much fucking as normal, but the quality is super high. He's picked up a few more people, and I've gotten to play around with the others. Having any trouble adjusting to human lands? Everything is so weird here. Like, I know humans are different than normal, but everybody's so repressed. Makes it kind of satisfying to watch Simon fuck that out of them, though. Especially this one priestess we have. I thought she was awful at first, but she's not bad. She's not into women, but we still kind of had an orgy together. Did you make friends with a priestess of Ivala? I guess. Huh. It's gotten all awkward again. Based on what Simon said, I was going to try to talk to you, but... How long has it been since we actually just talked? I'm not sure. A long time. How about you tell me about what you've done, and then we can spend a little quality mother-daughter time together. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, I see that traveling outside the Empire has improved your sexual energy. This might be weird for me, but I actually like that part where we just talked more. Oh no. Simon, what the fuck have you done? You know, this is a screenshot. This is a screenshot that describes the game, man. This is the screenshot that, like, describes the fucking game. I feel like you've never been interested in what I had to say until now. That's because you never had much interesting to say. Oh, that's brutal. But you've changed, Nalili. Continued growing up. You're turning into a fine young woman. Really? Yes, I don't regret you anymore. Wow, that's too much honesty. I'm too old to be polite, girl. You need to understand that I've seen a lot of my children die. I started to feel disconnected from everything. I decided to try one more time. One more child. You. Oh, and I was a disappointment to you? I disappointed myself. It was too late. I couldn't care about anyone anymore. But I guess I was wrong. I'm glad I had you, Nalili. I'm really happy you feel that way. I don't think I'll see you die. I doubt I'll be around in another generation. So, I'm glad I met you before I go. Oh, now you're making me sad. I don't want to see you die either, Mom. That's the way things have to be. Trust me, it's a mercy to lay it all down. Don't give up that easily. There has to be another solution. Seems like he's infected you with his optimism. Just as well, I suppose. Also, did you call me Mom earlier? Oh, you know what? I'll allow it. You're my last daughter, Nalili. You deserve that much. Oh, that makes me kind of happy. So you want to be a good mother and fuck me again? I'd like to say I won't take it easy on you this time, but no, I gave you to Simon. We shouldn't incite a conflict between our powers. Aww. Ooh, is that a specialist slave mate you have there? Or are you just happy to see me? Nice to get a little recognition. Being able to copy someone would be very, very useful to me. I have a request. A request? I'm being sincere. This won't help the negotiation. It would just be a favor to me, so it's up to you. You see the succubus at the table? The one with white hair? She's a real thorn in my side. Forced her way into this meeting, always trying to throw her weight around as governor of the eastern provinces. And you haven't simply eliminated him? Or her? I have to deal with a lot of complicated internal politics I haven't explained to you. No, I can't. But replace her with a copy? I've been looking for a specialist who could do that for a while. But honestly, she isn't opposed to this deal, so it would just be a favor to me. It's up to you. I'll do my part during the main sessions. You handle those periods in between. So many tasty humans here. Yup, we are going to copy you. That was really easy. I used my influence to lower her guard, but thank you, Simon. This will help me. Okay. This deal is ridiculous. It's not going through, nor will I draw breath. Goodbye? That's it here for now. And by that I mean we gotta talk to some people outside the table to go back and finish the deal. House Rose. Just because things are safer now doesn't mean you can play with the halflings. Oh, but Daddy! Can I read here? Oh my god, you can now. I hope House Rose will always be a safe haven for our allies. I'm glad to see you have such broad support, Simon. Oh, we're setting up a trade deal, Kirby, between a trade and emigration or immigration deal between Filiel, us, and Estera. And we're basically, that's the one part, and the second part that we're copying the people around the tables for is, like, I won't say dig sites, but like potential spots where we could build the place to do that, like to land airships and everything, like where we would operate that trade port, whatever, airship port. And the issue is that everything is owned by nobles, so we're getting fleeced by them, and we want to find like a deal that actually works, that doesn't like give them too much power. I hope I'll be adequate for safeguard. I hope I will be adequate to safeguard the Lady Rose. One of our own has a stake in the negotiation with foreign empires. I hope this does not go poorly. He's offering a deal that is rather unfair to the crown. We can only influence, not control. That is up to him. I'm not here to condemn, but to help. You need to be aware that the Doom King is very likely to simply seize the property he wants without compensation. Damn it, I should tell that boy to withdraw, but I'm sure he wouldn't listen to me. However, whichever side is chosen, it will need supplies and magical support. Perhaps you could provide that instead. Are you offering us a consolation prize? It's difficult to know exactly how things will fall out, but I would suggest you take advantage of any opportunities that present themselves. Agreed. If his side isn't chosen, I think I can convince that fool to focus on a support role instead. Seems we're in your debt again. Hopefully House Rose will not regret this. Probably not. I want to see what you have to say. I'm not just going around reading what I want, honest. I've been collaborating with our halfling allies. Oh, is House Rose working on something? Storiel, Eddie. Storiel. Or as the Serantians say, Ie. Just some stability magic, and trying to build a coalition of groups that support the new order. But don't worry, I'm making us focus on people accepting the changes to society, not the Doom King himself. What the fuck is that? Kirby Blunt. What the fuck is that emote? That's a fan-fucking-tastic emote. Ie is probably like yes, but it was used by Uya as a like introduction once, so that's why I remember it. But I think that was like we might have said something beforehand, and she's like yes. I just distinctly remember it being the first line someone said. Good, thank you, Aurelici. Yeah, true. Uya is not the best source. You're not wrong. Your lucky combi keeps getting deleted? What is that? Oh, he's here! This is great! I finally sneak into the Doom King's dominion, and there's a whole board of quests to do. Aren't the borders open? I didn't say it was hard to sneak in. So you came into occupied territory to run message board errands? Errands? Yeah, how else is a hero supposed to get his start? More power to you. Okay, what do we got? Fetch a broom. I need one. 1156. Does this just track inflation? Is that what this does? The fetch a broom quest? Does it just track inflation? It was 500 sex here the first time we saw it. Some things never change. Fucking nobles. Looks like a board of information and minor requests. Some of these requests look kinda serious. Serious enough that the Doom King's personal assassin should be spending time on them? Wow, I have never thought of myself that way. You're not just a minor bounty hunter anymore, Aka. You're an important person with duties to match. Well, look at you, being all encouraging. I just don't want you wasting your time. Looks like a board of job listings. Quite a few. Yihilin must be recovering from the battle. Gotta do all the quests! Okay, fair enough. We are 10 things strange without pretty objects. You need weapons? I'm only in town briefly because my business partner is arranging some hot land deal with the Widow Queen. That's the asshole's partner, and it looks like his protection is inadequate. I can copy him, right? It wouldn't do us any good unless we plan to seize the eastern side, but it might be a little satisfying. I'm not sure how well it can be justified morally, but it might be the expedient option. We'll do what we have to do. I'll leave the question to you. Just let me know if you want me to use my power, alright? Yes. Done. To make this worth it, let's seize the eastern side. Yep. It's never a coincidence, Eddie. Don't let him mislead you like this. There are 4 potential sites for the airships. Have you decided which one you want to seize? Yes, the eastern side. Perhaps not the best site, but that's probably the least politically damaging choice we can make. Okay, that means we can probably conclude negotiations. Feel free to rest while we take care of things, Simon. And these terms are agreeable to everyone? Yes, though there remains more organizational work, Ganelon is willing to sign this agreement. I look forward to working with both of you more in the future. After so much difficult politics, it is a pleasure to work with leaders so reasonable. I hope this can be useful for all of us. Having said that, I believe there's nothing left for us to do but sign. Deal is done. I'm honestly a little scared to know how you made things go so smoothly, but everyone was quite impressed. I do love that when you're like locked in on the instead of like walking around and doing progressing parts of quests like at the same time, and you're instead focusing on one at a time, like laser focused. Whenever they're like, I'm honestly a little scared to know how you made things go so smoothly, it feels way less genuine because we like talk to 4 people, you know? Everyone was quite impressed. I think after this chapter, what I'll do is I'll probably drop the guide entirely and maybe discuss it if there comes like really big investments, and then for the final chapter, chapter 5, we just don't look at it at all, like no matter what. That's probably a way to do it. That way our investments are at least like decent towards the end. They're probably a lot better than decent already, but you know what I mean. Not bad though. Breeding chamber is nice, but must focus on quest. Though I am expected to lead from here, I still feel like an interloper in human lands. Ah, none of it matters. And who is this? Hello there, dark guy. I don't believe I know you. Implevon III, at your service. He came out of one of Balia's breeding tests. She said he could stay. And most kind of her it was. No one else can talk much. I hated being outside. So, Implevon is it? That's right, I saw all the orcs have stupid names, if they have any. I wanted something fancy. The Third? That's my last name. So Implevon, you're here for a conversation? That's right, didn't take long to figure out I'm way smarter than most of the idiots out there. Still pretty dumb compared to all you humans though, just smart enough to realize it. You wouldn't have to stay that way forever if you want. The breeding program thing, still just a little suspicious of it. You gonna kill us? No, it should be possible for you to be reborn in new bodies with superior minds, eventually. Sounds great, I'm in. To speak with Bali about the details, I'm sure you'll be very helpful to us. Will do, will do. Okay. It's BG free? Baldur's Gate free? I don't recall what it would be. Oh, it's Simon. You did that going other places thing again. I managed on my own, but it's obnoxious. I believe we had something for you though. Oh yes, that orc corpse was absolutely fantastic. It's so odd, there's clearly been intentional breeding, but it's different than usual. Unorthodox, inferior in some ways, but it has some fascinating advantages. I'll get to implementing them into the mix as soon as possible. Do so, but in general we want to focus on our military goals. We might need to use these orcs seriously before too long. Ooh, fighting always produces such useful data, and corpses. You give me such wonderful gifts. I'll thank you personally once I've done the important stuff. I'll focus on the long term, but for now, which characteristics do you want me to focus on? What is this about the orc? Didn't we find an orc corpse? Isn't this in Serantia when we were clearing the first ruin, the one with all the like Serantian artifacts in it, and all the wards? One of them dropped out an orc corpse. And we said we'd stock it for Balia later. This is that orc corpse they're talking about. Here's how I'd evaluate our orcs. That's fine, Kirby, I just don't trust my memory over yours in general, so I never know if I'm right or you're right. Here's how I'd evaluate our orcs. Strength 9, Intelligence 10, Discipline 10. Now, do you want me to work on orc strength, intelligence, or discipline, or work toward evolving them? Other wasn't there before. Let's do other. Wonderful, I'll get started right away. What next? We developed reasonably good stock, but I want to build to bigger things. I don't really pay a lot of attention during the dungeon sections. That's fair. Other is probably working toward evolving them, I guess. I'll be preparing to evolve them to a new stage next. Okay. I'm not usually into this other people thing, but you're alright. Intrigued breeder. Hey, do you think the Serantians hate her because she's a female breeder and they only allow male breeders? I feel like that's probably how that works. Why didn't it just say that? You know, you ask questions, I don't know. Where is she? Oh, hello. Succubus Wannabe, 29. Oh hey Simon. I wish I could have visited Serantia. It sounded like fun. I like that I can't have normal sex, but I can have a threesome. 79, what do you need? I guess it was a nice trip, but I'm glad to be done with Serantia and back here. 92. I like that Altina just kind of like vibes her way up the relationship charts. I feel like I've had 0 scenes with her to help her relationship, and she's just like, yeah, thanks for helping other elves. That's enough to make me like madly in love with you. I hope we can help the Serantians improve their country. Okay, man. Get that last point, you motherfucker. Yeah, he's learning Clentian crazy fast. I'm kind of jealous. She has been a nothing character. I think that makes sense, given that she's the character that has 2 modes, right? Varia and her are the 2 characters that have, like, a brain-dead mode. Like, I'm a mind-broken, cum-slut, whatever, like, variant, and their normal variant. So I guess they get less dialogue because they have to write 2 versions of every scene they're in. So they can't be integral to the plot. It's kind of like a problem with having a branching path like that. Hello, Marcus. Welcome back. Ah, so many books in one place. Truly, this must be the greatest library in the world. Simon, speak truthfully. How small is this library? Not small, but far from the largest. Though this saddens me, in another way it is quite remarkable. How so? When I could read naught but ancient Cyrantian, my world was limited to a few ancient texts found within the Divine Claw headquarters. Now, a glorious new world unfolds itself before mine eyes. I assume you checked the VOD of this stream as well, so you saw the negotiations. Simon, Cumdom wants to do a research. What's this? A research. Simonette is always doing fancy studying to help. Cumdom wants to try. You're welcome to explore magic however you want, Cum. No, Cumdom wants to do a real research with lots of time and crystals and things. All you need to know is that we established trade between Filiel in Fëanor and Estera in the Orgasmic Empire, and we decided where they would land and like where we would build it, like the site for it. That's basically all that's happened so far. Yeah, I believe that, Kirby. I think that's why it's not done a lot in this game. Ah, so it would be a real investment of time and resources. Yep. Cumdom wants to do a big thing, not just her, and to be a real research, Simon must order it. What exactly do you want to research? Cumdom doesn't like it when everybody gets all mean and angry, but Cumdom didn't think she could do anything. But now Cumdom wants to make a spell to make people happy and loving all the time, but that takes a research. I see. Well, Cumdom knows maybe there are more important things, but Cumdom really wants to try it. Okay, I gotta check what the fuck this is. I don't see this option anywhere. Okay, where is it? Come, hello? Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, cool. It's, we're taking resources away. I just scrolled past it, Lamau. I already have something in mind for our research right now, but you can make preparations to begin your work next time, alright? Yay, Simon is the best, Simon! Talk to Robin or the other mages if you need help, especially with applicability. Don't worry, Cumdom will make everybody happy. I wouldn't invest a cent in it. I mean, she's literally a magical savant. She's gonna make like a bomb or something. She's already made bombs. Robin, I'd like to speak with you a moment. Of course. I know this may be difficult, but I'd like you to hear me out until I finish speaking. Oh no, this is gonna be a rough... this is gonna be one of those. I understand. Though you don't need me to tell you this, you did exceptionally in Cyrantia, not just your skills, but your judgment and your work together with me. While watching you, I was thinking, if you weren't my daughter, this decision would be very easy. You're an incredible young woman, Robin. But though for just a moment I thought that this would be easier if you weren't my daughter, I rejected that thought quickly. If we didn't have the relationship we do, I would have been robbed of years spent with you. Watching you become the adult you are is one of the things I value most in this life. I wouldn't surrender it for anything. The man I was a year ago wouldn't have been able to see past that, but I've come to believe that would have been a close-minded mistake. Then, some part of me was still afraid I wouldn't see that smile. This is the yes I've been waiting for, right? Yes. Oh, father. Father. This is a very chaste hug, given what we've decided. It almost doesn't feel real. I'm so happy after so long. I wouldn't give up the time we've had together either, even for this. After all, I want this because I believe it can grow out of everything we have. What is happening? Oh, have you not caught up? Wait, don't tell me this is sprung on you. We've had like 6 dialogues about this, Eddie. How long have you been gone? No, it's not. It's not. It's not fake. It's this is real. You're right. You're correct, Eddie. This can't be fake. It's real. This is like 6 dialogues and like a bunch of time spent in universe to get to this point. I take it all back. What do you mean? Does this game suck ass now? This game is trash. It took me a while to think of it that way, because it was never something I'd considered, but I'm glad I did. Now there are so many details we need to discuss though. Yes, I assumed you wouldn't want much attention given to this from others. I think this is the most difficult... Wait, did you say peace? Are you... Is that peace you're leaving? That's funny. I think this is the most dialogue that's been spent on like a relationship in the entire game to justify this. Yes, I assumed you wouldn't want much attention given to this from others, but it was unclear if you wanted to keep it hidden or if that was even possible. I believe it should be. I've given this a great deal of thought, as you might imagine. Your control of your essence is nearly perfect, and I'm already heavily tied to it thanks to your work. The only real difficulty was the manner in which succubi determined virginity, but I believe that can also be faked thanks to your power. Why are they not out with this, with the rest of the party? I trust you weren't imagining that we would immediately. Oh my, no. Neither of us is exactly that spontaneous, are we? No. There are a variety of spells I would like to prepare so that we will not be distracted by any of these details. Don't worry, they will not take significant amount of time for my research. But for now, maybe we should start with a kiss. I wasn't sure what to expect, but that felt right. Eddie, they're fucking not related, okay? It's fine. Don't think about it. I agree. I don't feel like this added dimension to our relationship interferes with everything that's right in it. Yes, this has been very comforting to my lingering apprehensions. But I don't want you to be this gentle all the time. After all, I want to fuck too. It'll take a while for my emotions to catch up to where I'd like to be intellectually. No need to push yourself. I can't say I've finished adjusting either. What do you mean? I'm still considering the possibility that once I said yes, you would change your mind. It would have felt wrong to begin thinking about you this way too intensely. I quite understand. I have similarly limited myself. This should help you think about me more sexually. I don't want to read this out loud. I'm going to begin masturbating while thinking about you now. I beg your pardon? If you had rejected me, I would have wanted to try to embrace a platonic relationship entirely. As you said, in that case it would have been felt wrong to indulge in such sexual thoughts. Now, I shall indulge. This really is going to work out eventually. For now, I would like another kiss. Oh my god. Robin, that was not why I came here. I didn't come here to talk to you about that. I came here because I wanted to discuss research, motherfucker. No, daddy fucker. I'll recreate the visualization to track our research. Oh my god. I'm going to need to study more Yihilini magic if you want to properly infiltrate the order. Yep. I shall devote myself to mastering Yihilini magical traditions. Die? Man, what? Can you blame me? Loving daughter, you're right. Guess she's gonna be taking lessons from Nalili now. I'm still so happy that the truth didn't ruin our relationship. You know, it's a lot worse when I have to read it out loud. I have no trouble reading it, like, in my head, but saying all of the lines and having to read it out makes it so much worse. We have floofs now. Okay, yeah, she doesn't have anything new to say. It's a lot worse when Eddie just up and disappeared from this. Yeah. That is awkward. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. You know? It is what it is. It's the only answer I can give. So anyway, how's the weather? Pretty bad right now. It's like really foggy and what's it called? Pretty rainy outside. It's like really like annoying weather. Like you have a wet blanket on your face. It's not very good. Kind of echoes the mood in here. Everybody wants to use crystals. No one appreciates the time it takes to grow them. Yep. Seems this is a trial I must attempt alone. Is now a good time? Huh. Ice Ward, Fire Ward, and Stone Ward. I hope they don't kill me. Weak to fire, I suppose? Yeah, okay, good. Oh, I have so much defense, I block everything. Never mind. I love that. I just have to attack normally. There's no way. There has to be... You're not... Okay, lightning is your weakness. That makes sense. You seem to handle that pretty well. Thanks to my experience with all of you, I'm stronger than they expect initiate mages to be. Why is stone weak to lightning? Is it the same logic as... Wait, is ground weak against lightning? Pokemon type matchups. Yeah, ground is immune to electric. I don't know, man. You ask a really good question. Wait, what? I didn't check what they said, but whatever. Oh, that's what Harem Mistress does. We can swap a party member with her. That's not bad. What did she get? Atmospheric something? I agree, Kirby. Thank you for the help, everyone. Another trial down. What do we get? Wait, let me... It's in the logs. Wait. Altina is level 40, okay. Atmospheric Jolt. While casting, Altina throws off additional lightning. Instant cooldown free. That sounds broken. The fuck? I mean, at this point I think Altina is just like a better version of Robin in like every way. I'm sorry to say, but like, Altina, you've got AoE and you do about as much damage anyway. Like, it's... What do you do bad? The answer so far is nothing. Key? Regardless of our agreement, trials will still be partially closed until we can ensure the safety of our students. Okay. We did the 2 trials. Not bad. Must guard all our females. Yep. Okay, Uya, where are you? Hi, Daddy. Oh, I want to go to Aram next. Don't talk to Robin. This palace, this most wondrous. You seem to be enjoying yourself? Indeed, I had believed thy harem was relaxed before, but now that I lay mine eyes on them in their natural environs, this most encouraging. Mine esteem for thee has increased greatly. Let us know if you need anything. I've already asked. Thy harem assisted me with these new garments. It's a jump scare every time. Not for me. I'm used to it. Now I feel less shabby and this more modest attire. Yeah, I mean, it's fucking doesn't have the boob window. You're finally not poor. Now I feel less shabby and this more modest attire. You can ask for more than clothes, you know. Nay, I already have more than enough. I shall fight alongside thee and thy mates, but for now I shall remain within the palace. There are wonders out enough here for some time. I fear venturing out into the streets would overwhelm me. But perhaps in the future, thou couldst show me the whole of Yihilin. I'd be happy to, Uyae. Okay. 80? 80? What the fuck? Devoted helpmeet. Salutations. Akka helped me study Clentian. Okay. Oh, such glorious bathing pools. Do you enjoy them? I know some Serantians dislike getting wet. I quite enjoy it, provided that there are adequate facilities to dry oneself, though it is most irritable to be wet and forced to remain so. Okay. Hey, Karina. Yes, Nalili? You're, pretty sad, right? About religion and things. I'm not very good with that sort of thing. That's okay. I will deal with my own struggles without letting them impact the group. You're all so focused and dutiful. I want to help you feel better too, like we did with Simon, but I don't think fucking will make you any happier. What I really need is peace with myself and my goddess. I wish there was something I could do. I wanted to say that you were really great earlier when we helped Simon. Thank you, but I couldn't even do anything before you and Akka acted. No, you were incredible. I've never seen anyone fuck so tenderly and compassionately. It made me think that if your weird religion can produce such emotion, maybe it isn't so bad. Alili? Yes, perhaps my body can be a source of comfort. Part of me has always been uncomfortable with my own sexuality, but there's good in it. It was such a beautiful giving act, watching you together. I came my brains out, and I had an ass full of cum at the same time, so that's a pretty big deal. Oh my god, man. Oh, I came my brains out and I had an ass full of cum at the same time, so that's a pretty big deal. You know what? I'm not even upset. Thank you, Nalili. I'm glad it meant so much to you. Sure. And you were so kind with me, even though you're not really into women. Thank you. I needed it. Of course, Nalili. You have a good heart. I want to see you happy. I want to see you happy too, and also orgasming wildly, but I will leave you alone and let Simon handle that part, okay? I appreciate it. So, we're friends now, right? We can do things together? When you say things, do you mean, no, let's go find something fun we can both enjoy. I have a feeling that that will be a real challenge, but let's give it a shot. Are you gonna play pool or something? Like, what are you doing? That is cute. But I don't know what they're doing, what they're gonna get up to. This room is a commissary? Of a sort? Surely the Divine Claw had large facilities to feed all the warriors. The size alone is unremarkable, but the tile of the floor and the wood of the tables are both exceptionally fine. We were fed in a large empty room, eating while sitting in circles. It had never occurred to me that food could be distributed differently. Yet this room, it is for servants of the royal family to eat, is it not? Yes, conditions would be rougher for lower-ranked soldiers, but similar. I was always taught that other nations spread propaganda to inflate their wealth. But this room displays such wealth so casually, I doubt it would even occur to anyone to attempt propaganda in such a place. It's not exactly the place where most nations display their wealth, no. It will take me some time to digest this. Your country is poor. Your country is really poor. Get owned. Hey Simon. Yes? I'm happy you're back. Also, I want to ask your help with some stuff. Is that okay? We should have extra time? What is it? First, the big thing. We know definitely for sure about a group of Kingsmen who are plotting nasty stuff. The problem is, they're just using legal channels now. Janine says we can't do anything. But the Doom King can. I want us to swoop in and claim their headquarters. Okay. Oh my god, I've got like neck pain. I've got like not. It's like I've been laying on in an awkward way when I was sleeping tonight. Oh, this happened like when I woke up, and it's a little bit better now. But I think it's from how I slept, not anything to do with this. It's on the side in a weird way. But the Doom King can. I want us to swoop in and claim their headquarters. Is there anything to be gained by watching them instead of acting? Word will just force them deeper underground? Nah, I already thought of that. Been spying on them for a while. We know who they all are, what they're thinking. If you disrupt them, they'll scatter. I can follow them and maybe find out more of their resources. Sounds worth doing then? Great, their base is a store in Rose District. Let's go later. Isn't that the place that's been closed like every time we've gone there? Anything you can help me with is great, but don't worry, I'll be doing a lot of work on my own. The question is, what issue you want me to tackle most? I can see two options. I could spend more time on the Kingsmen, of course, but there's actually something else I think would be more interesting. The stream doesn't see the emote? Oh, that's a pain. Well, maybe it'll be fixed tomorrow. I don't know if there's like a 24-hour refresh or something. This has happened before where it doesn't see it immediately and then does later for some reason. There's actually something else I think would be more interesting. You remember how Lady Antila acquired a number of slave collars? That's the woman that we got baited with a portrait and then she just fucking died, I believe. I think I'm closer to tracking the last ones down. Thing is, I'm gonna need some succubi to help sort through all the sexual magic, and they won't help without orders. But I think it could be great. Getting rid of those would score points with the church, plus show succubi working together with humans. I mean, it reloads when I restart the computer, which I've done like twice since then, so it's been reloaded. It just doesn't work until, I don't know, like a global reload. Like doing a reload on my side hasn't fixed it every time. Well, what's it gonna be? Colors. Great, I'll sniff out all the rest of those colors. Now, let's go to the Kingsmen base in Rose District. If it's gone like the next stream and it doesn't work the next stream, then we panic, okay? Kirby, we just immediately lose our shit together. Let's go to the Kingsmen's base in Rose District. Okay. Guard more good until guard most good. Guard, guard, guard. I'm gonna make a guess that it's here. We've done all the surveillance we need here. You want to take out the Kingsman base? It most likely won't be anywhere near that dramatic, but let's do it when they've gathered in large numbers. Okie dokie! Is everyone obscured? Well done, go ahead. Do I get to watch? Sure, just stay back and under Yara's illusions. Okay. Open, in the name of the Doom King. This is a privately owned store, holding a small gathering of friends. Leave us alone. It was not a request. This is absurd. What possible cause do you have to smash your way in here? The Doom King commands it. That is sufficient. Then just give us a moment to... No. That went really smoothly. I expected to have to fight. We represent an authority now. We don't need to use force when we can threaten it so effectively. I guess that's a good thing. Dory, you got everybody sent? Yep, I'll track them down, see if I can learn anything. So, are we going to give the store to House Rose? I don't think that would be wise. Whoever we give it to will be seen as allied with the Doom King and receive blowback. Good point. So, who then? We should give it to someone who we don't want to support long term, but who we could buy a little influence with. Who that is, we'll have to ask Janine. That's really clever though. I'm glad I'm not in charge of the big picture stuff. Thank you for helping us with this, Dari. It wouldn't have happened without you. Sure thing. Dari's a really good spy. Yup. Having the smell and the, like, sex sense seems really, really good. Interesting next step for this. I wanted to come check out the cathedral. Yeah, no dialogue. What are you talking about there? What is everyone doing here? Okay, I'll talk to you later. Cathedral library, which I didn't realize we had access to. Oh yeah, this is where we did the... This is where we did the fucking... lore, like, look through before we went to the elves. Seeing how devoted the members of the other religions are, honestly, it troubles my faith. Do not disturb the ecumenical council. What the High Priestess is doing is tantamount to heresy, but the Inquisition will follow orders. What the fuck is happening here? Huh? I thought the unperson motion didn't pass. It's not like that stops them from moving around their current unpeople. Aren't you one of us? Why the hostility? What do you think? Oh, your transformation appears to have gone horribly awry. And I never asked for this. For me, becoming an unman was a relief from incurable torment, but I understand it is not so for everyone. I was the horniest motherfucker imaginable. You could call me the Goon Lord. But that it could be so horrible that one of us even hates our order, that surprises me. We're not opposed to unpeople, and we hope you'll fight with us if the Incubus Emperor attacks. But we can't allow widespread recruiting. Why not? Are you afraid such a weapon could just as easily be turned against the Doom King? Such recruiting would likely be aggressive and predatory. We have nothing against volunteers. Yeah, even I have no issue with people who want that. The unpeople have always assumed we would need to be deployed against the Doom King. Perhaps we were wrong. Compared to the Incubus Emperor, the Doom King is not your enemy. I will think on what you said. We may never be friends with Succubi, but that does not make us enemies. Okay, that was the diary section for this. You may observe, Commander, but please keep your Doom King from interfering with our work. Okay. Ah, Blessed One, we continue to work for the Lust Lord, even among other religions. Are the discussions going well? Well, to a degree. We cannot agree on coordinated actions, but we are at least avoiding interfering with each other's good works. I fear that the others will never see the Lust Lord's truth, though. I expected them to appreciate how we can unify all religions, but they dislike it. Yeah. Duh. What do you mean? I guess you're so succubi you can't imagine that everyone else doesn't want their goddesses to be subservient to the Lust Lord in your religion. Okay. What exactly have you been proposing? All these goddesses are part of the Lust Lord's harem. They can still do everything the other religions say, but are united instead of divided. Well, that's not going to get you very far. I've lived among humans for a long time, but I'm still not sure I get them. Yara, would you like to take some time to assist her? Happy to. I think I get human weirdness fairly well by now, but Karina, do you want to assist? Me? Why? You get the details better than I do, and you can stop me if I get something wrong. And I suppose I will do my best to assist. This is all very bizarre to me, but thank you for offering me your advice. No problem. Just remember, even if a goddess harem would be better, humans wouldn't be happy unless they chose it. Given their attitude, that seems impossible, but it would have been worse before you spoke with me. Thank you for offering your harem's wisdom, Blessed One. I like that we're the Blessed One now. With High Priestess Andra gone, Okay, so she isn't a High Priestess anymore. What happened to her? The Inquisition is split. I hope we can keep this meeting from heresy. Okay. I'm here to keep an eye on those damn subcircationists more than these bizarre cults. Okay. Huh. No offense, but which religion do you represent? None. I'm here on behalf of the non-religious organizations that attempt to do good works in Yihilin. With High Priestess Sarai trying to organize all such good work in this council, we have no choice but to join or be left behind. Ah, that makes sense. It's a rather thankless job. It feels like all these religions are united against us. Maybe, but I'd guess the High Priestess is more open-minded than you think. She judges people by their works. I knew of such organizations, but I was always skeptical of them as tools to create support for nobles. There's some of that, I admit, but with the invasion eliminating so many, we're trying to focus on our core objectives regardless of the nobles. Good, the Widow Queen also looks favorably on your work, and we can talk to her about getting you more official support. That's a great encouragement, but what of the Doom King? He doesn't care. Yeah, I get the sense he thinks all charity is weakness. Having said that, I'll do everything I can to keep him from meddling in your work. Thank you, truly. Not comfortable in a big cathedral like this, but if I don't represent the goddess of magic, who will? Truly, if this council does the good deeds for elves that it promises, the mother will smile upon them. Okay, charity section, I guess? Council is madness. Madness, I say. Wait a minute, you clever slut. Whoops, busted. Oh, you work for the Doom King. You won't tell on me, right? What am I seeing? Hi, I'm the first succubus convert to the Evalan Church. Huh? What? What do you mean? What could Evala possibly offer you? I simply cannot believe they let you join. There are so many spells in place to stop this very thing. That's true, sadly. They'll catch me if I try to join officially. But because that priestess of the Lust Lord is here, they had to relax the spells a little, so I slipped inside. This is all super fun, but I'm still not sure what your endgame is here. She's into that holy shit. Mood, I'm serious, I want to join. And these robes are really hot, like they cover up so much, but then you can unwrap like a present. I know, right? What's that, Karina? Isn't she such a good little Evalan? Oh, are you a priestess? Please, did I do a good job? I tried really hard to copy the clothes. They're, very accurate. Thanks. You, may have a hard time joining the church, but I wish you well in finding happiness for yourself. See, that's exactly the sort of kindness I mean. Come talk to us if you run into big problems, we'll help you out. You doing okay, Karina? I hope you aren't actually upset. I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around it. I have no idea what will come of this. Me either, but I'm very curious to see where it goes. It's kind of a relief now that a few people know my secret, but I'll be careful. Okay. Interesting. That was nice. What's that thing they did where their voices merged together? That's called harmony. Oh, okay. I guess you guys do so much singing here. You've gotten really good at it. Do you not have much singing in the Orgasmic Empire? Well, there's the Orgy Orchestra, a symphony of orgasmic screams. It might not be as impressive musically as your choirs, but it is way hotter. I will take your word for it. I'm not just praying, I'm also working hard to help us, but I can't help but send a prayer for our success occasionally. Kneel if you wish to receive a blessing. No. Hello, Dark Guy. You almost missed Best Succubus lessons. Best Succubus teach humans about things, is Dark Guy's order. Yara is in charge of similar programs, but I hadn't realized she was leading any lessons herself. Go listen! Best Succubus very hot, teach good. No, I think you're actually right. Keep children away from orcs. I thought they were supposed to be for our protection. They are, and we're working to make them more disciplined, but caution is still wise. Think about orcs like excitable warhorses. They're useful, but if you're not careful, they could hurt someone. She's changed so much. She's so fucking useful now, man. Orcs can get aggressive around small things. You don't want to risk their instincts flaring up, so children are best kept away. But isn't the Doom King keeping them controlled? I wish. No, he just dominates them for battles or if there's an incident. The control that's keeping them disciplined is coming from one of his commanders. That should be enough, but we want to be cautious. Is it the one the orcs call Dargai? Dargai? Oh, yes it is. Why so much focus on orcs? They're kept in small areas. It's you succubi who are the real threat to the children. Why do you think we're the real threat? It's the LGBTQ agenda! You're gonna teach our children... don't tell me you all control your foul lusts. Well, that's just rude. But that's one thing you don't have to worry about. Most succubi would never harm children. There are exceptions, but based on the crime rates, humans sexually abuse children far more often than succubi. Look, Yara, I know you're coming from a good place. And you're very, very well probably correct. Humans don't like when you quote crime statistics at them. Doesn't really go over well, no matter what statistics you're quoting. Absurd, your kind literally feeds on sex. Exactly, children literally can't give us the energy we need, so it's hard for succubi to feel attracted to them. Now, if that's the last question, I'd like to talk about what you should expect from your succubus neighbors. Yeah? I heard you were looking for volunteers. You succubi all seem very nice, but I was afraid they might eat my soul. Oh, don't worry about that. That's not common even in wartime, and I'd never pair humans with someone who would do that. You think they'd want me? A shy, pretty boy like you? Oh, you're gonna be popular. I'm glad to see the community is willing to listen to you. Yeah, just doing my best to make things go harmoniously. Pick up new volunteers when possible. Did you know your new name is Darguy? What? Overheard from the orcs again. I think Dark Guy got turned into Darguy, and now people have picked up on it. I see. So much for our plans to limit attention. I have so many names to yell during sex now. That you do. That you do. Oh, is that artist beard statue? It's the one we invested in. Dang, that thing is way more impressive than I expected. Accurate, too. Well, to be accurate, it would need some tentacles for you. No thank you. It is quite an impressive monument, though. Maybe it will help people accept the Doom King. The spells laid on it are particularly impressive. They inspire awe in those who see it, while being technically beautiful enough for mages to appreciate as well. So you're saying we actually got our money's worth? I don't know what value to place on such abstract things, but it is an impressive feat. Yeah, she said feat. All our effort, and the Widow Queen just puts up a statue of our conqueror? The Doom King is so tall, I want to grow up to be that tall. Though the city is proved more or less safe, I'm still not walking. What's in the dog shit shop? Has it changed? You've entered the domain of magic. Oh, it's still dog shit. Wait, did they use a teleport spell, the hallway, and all this magic for a store? Is this a Yihilini thing? I had the same reaction. They're just trying to stand out from all the other magic stores. It's fucking ridiculous, man. We can finally shop again. That's great. Me guard square thing, but it's not really square. Is the crazy lady here? No, she's not. Still on the sauce game? We are. Let me see. We are 51 hours into it. And we are on we're on the second half of chapter 3 out of 5. It's like a Persona game in length. I'm gonna refill my what's it called? Danger water. Standing up is good for your back as well. Highly recommend. Now I'm catched up. Nice. It's a good game. I agree. I think it's a good game. That's why we're still playing it. I know you're telling it to Beth, but yes, it is a good game. And I also need to finish it in order to sell people on it. I can't, like, with good conscience, sell people on the game if I haven't finished it. But we're going for another hour and 40 minutes, and then we're doing the Path of Exile reveal for today. New expansion reveal. I just can't let people know I'm in here. My status has changed so drastically. Oh, do you watch Pipsqueak? Yeah, I do. That was 2 years ago. Now it's like, do you watch Pipsqueak? No. I can't support someone like that. I haven't watched Pipsqueak since his Melee days. No. Oof, I used to. Can't be seen there nowadays, you know. Not since the incident. We're staying stocked with as much food as we can, as cheap as the market will bear. Alcohol is one thing that's selling better than ever. Yeah, of course. Still in business. Okay, there's nothing here for me. I'm actually making a ton of money on succubus clothing. They sell for normal amounts, but use so little cloth. Since the shift in content, we'll be back to normal stuff, like, you know, popular RPGs and stuff or whatever, when we're done with this game. This is the new Umineko. I played Umineko and people said that was a niche game, and now we're going like real niche. Okay, time to get to the House of Petitions, the court. Time to invest some money. What should we even have? 100%, okay. Come on, let's get these succubi paying guild fees. Can we have enough cash to change the immigration system? Which board are you interested in reinforcing, sir? Hey there, got any money to spare for mercenary regulations? Have you decided how to convert the monastery? Fancy walk time now? I've mostly been playing the niche game of Dota 2 recently, I can respect that. Yes, we're gonna invest in Fancy Walk. Dark Guy Wonderful, soon all orcs walk fancy. Me walk fancy right now. Elven Ghetto renovation. The elven regions of Ari Hilana have never been in the best of repair. Would the Doom King consider funding their improvement? No profit in it, but this is the sort of change we want to produce in the world, right? Yes. Thank you so much. Maybe things will actually be better now. Of course we fund the Fancy Walk in all caps. Like, why wouldn't we? Let's get these succubi paying guild fees. Correct. Fantastic. We'll start drawing up new succubus fees right away. After you work on getting them actually integrated with the local economy. Fine. Practicing to go 08 in a Swedish league we're technically not allowed to enter as none of us are Swedish. And you're still entering it? That's really funny. I gotta respect the hustle, man. Hey there, got any money to spare for mercenary regulations? Yes, we're doing city regulations. Awesome, I'll talk to the right people and get started right away. It's a good idea, but the countryside is where mercenaries do the most damage. That's Naruto. It's Naruto if he grew up, like, well, instead of looking like a kid, but, like, older. We're trying to slip through with Google Translate. Oh my god. Ja, tjena! Vi tänkte spela Dota 2 här. Jag och mitt lag, vi har bott i Sverige i 10 år. Ursäkta dålig svenska, men Dota 2? Dota 2 tack. Bracket. Ja, spela bracket. Yes. Ja. Locka in? Vad menar du? Locka in. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, that's way too funny to me. Ja, jag vill spela Dota. Vi blir Radiant, eller hur? Oh my god. Locka in. Okay. Whew. Get back to the game. Never thought I'd see this place go official. Yeah, this is where we invested last time. We invested the to open the fight ring again. The bar doesn't do a lot of business yet, but we get some from the fighting rings. Hell yeah, they finally have proper drinks here. The level of the fights isn't too high yet, but I'm sure it will improve. It's so much more comfortable sitting up here instead of standing downstairs. Welcome. Normally you have to pay, but we'll let you through since you paid for all this. Hey, I wanna fight. I don't know if we let succubi fight here. I mean with my sword, like a human or whatever. Well, I suppose there's no harm to it. Oh boy, I can't wait for an epic clash of... That's it? What the hell was that? A one-sided match is what it was. We're all impressed with your swords play, but honestly that's not a lot of fun. Okay, thanks for letting me fight. Alright, let's go. You okay now, Lily? That was downright strange. Well, at first I was pissed not to get a real challenge, but then I started thinking. I realized I wouldn't be anywhere near as strong if not for Simon and all of you helping me. All these guys, they don't have those advantages. It'd be unfair of me to go down there and beat them all up, even if they let me. I'm glad you have that perspective. Yeah, I think that unless the fighting ring creates a new elite tier, we've probably gotten what we can from the palace. Or from the place, not the palace. Well, considering that we own it now, we'll be getting money. I had an idea though. They were kind of skeptical about me fighting, but what if we added succubus fights, like officially? I guarantee you a lot of people will come to watch. That's an interesting idea, potentially a good way to show people sexual magic in a less dangerous context. Yeah. Well, look at you, font of good ideas. Aw, thank you. We should go back to the House of Petitions and see if we can't afford it. Right, House of Petitions, that's not here. Let's go invest in a succubus fighting ring. Wait, did they mean the... They mean the slum one, not this one. I'm in the wrong one. I forgot we built the other one. Of course it would be the one in the... Of course it concerns the slum. Of course it would be in the slums. That makes perfect sense. Don't know why they have to build the entrance here. Yeah, fuck you, walk. Learn to walk. I think this agreement will work well. Hello there, I have a suggestion for the fighting ring. Sorry, I don't think they allow sexual magic there. That's what I wanted to talk about. What if they let succubus fight? Just against each other, I mean. I suppose it's not ridiculous, and they have been asking to expand. I guarantee it would be popular. I don't think we have the space for it here, but we could add a ring somewhere else maybe. And we can maybe do it? Yeah, let me write up a plan. Profit. Even less my sort of thing, but I believe the succubi would make it profitable. Great. We'll get it started up when we can. Thanks for going through with my idea. Honestly, it's starting to feel like a good thing you guys are in charge. Yup. How much we have left? You spend 5% of your personal... You have 5% of your personal budget left to spend. This is all we're getting, so you might want to save some for later opportunities. Yeah. I can't pay anymore. Okay, time to talk to everyone. Get all the dialogues. Hey, hi, Daddy. Oh, hi, Simon. What do you need? Anyone I missed here? Did I talk to everyone here? I think I did 97, 99. Ooh. So I hear you're betrothed to Simon now. I gotta look up how to pronounce that word. How do you say that? YouTube, load faster. You said it right? Betrothed? Okay, thank you. To Simon now. Yeah, you said it left. I don't know if you're trying. I don't know if you're trolling me. I don't know if... Oh, no, God damn it. Whatever. Okay, let me go back. I'm so happy there's a log. Please don't tell me it's so long. So I hear you're betrothed to Simon now. Yes, it is one of my many main sources of consolation when life becomes difficult. Generally speaking, I think we have similar thought patterns, but I'm not sure I understand you here. What do you mean? Why take such a slow path? You know he'd sleep with you now if you asked, and it's not like he'd be less gentle or romantic about it. I mean, I thought I was being reserved waiting over a month after we met, but you make me look like a sheep floozy. Oh, that isn't my intent at all. I have nothing against Simon being with the people he wants, so obviously I have no issue with those women either. I wasn't completely serious, but I am trying to figure out your thinking on this. I'm just a romantic, I guess. I want us to be together when everything is just right. In my experience, sex is one of the things that can make life right. I understand that, but I haven't had very good sexual experiences in my life so far. I don't want to start again, only to have the experience ruined by negative thoughts from outside. Fair enough, but I still don't get how it can feel romantic when your fiancé... Fiancé? I knew how to pronounce this word literally 20 minutes ago. Fiancé. There we go. Fiancé is regularly fucking a dozen women. I don't mind all of you. The palace is much less lonely with all of you around, and Simon is as well. I think of you all as in-laws, so to speak. In-laws, really? Well, your relationships I get via my connections to Simon. I think you'll be easier to deal with than the royal in-laws. I think I understand your view a little more now, but you won't be participating in orgies, I take it? Goodness, no. One other person in my bed is enough for me. Fair enough. If all this works for you, I'm all for it. Thank you, Orlisi. Maybe we can actually stay a little longer this time. What about you? I wish I could have visited Serantia too. Nope. You are too young and too weak. Do you need something? I understand why you took only combatants to Serantia, but I missed having you here. Wait, did you have anything? What else did you have to say? No, just sex. Okay, I don't care. Salutations. I'll keep Fuani warm and wet for you, in case you ever want to try her. I won't. Where are we at with the harem? We are missing 4 combat members. We have 3 out of 6 non-combat members. We have... Okay, Lunin and Orlisi are considered leaders, okay? So we got 2 out of 9. We got 0 here. Jesus fuck! We're over halfway through the game! What do you mean? Hey, Hilstara. Yeah? I don't think I say this enough, but I'm really happy you're in the harem. Well, thank you. I don't think about you as much, because a lot of your good bits are trapped inside all that armor, but the longer I know you, the better my opinion of you. I'm glad to hear it, Yara, and I have to say, though I was wary of your attitude at first, you've proven yourself a loyal ally. I'm not trying to start a touchy-feely conversation, though. Well, maybe I am for certain definitions. I'm saying we should fuck more. I always kind of assume conversations with succubi might end up there. I really did want to ask, though. You seem to enjoy the orgy after the battle, but you haven't gone after succubi in the harem. Nothing against us, I hope. Well, to be honest, I'm still a little stuck in old patterns. When I look for partners, I think of humans or elves first. But by now I'm plenty used to thinking of succubi as allies. I enjoyed working with you in Serantia. And of course, you're pretty hot. Not exactly my type, but I do love to look. Good, good. I think I'm in a different sort of mood right now, though. You want to bring Simon in on this? Works for me. Okay, I did not expect a porn scene. Simon? Ilstara. Do you want to go get a drink? Yeah, let's do that. I love how we've queued up a bunch of shit. I think this is the 100 relationship point dialogue. Ah, this is good. Skipping the porn scene. You know, unironically, Beth, I've been like doing this and then going back in the log to check if there's like relevant lore, which there has been a couple times. Simon walked into his bedroom to discover the bed occupied, Yara and Elstar embracing naked, their breasts pressed together to form tantalizing curves. He started to back out, then paused. Am I interrupting something? The thing is, when it's dialogue like this, I don't care that much. It's when it's like really... There was one earlier that was... what's it called? Like really, really sad, and I was like, okay, I should probably see what's actually happening here. Ah, this is good. Did you really import beer from Ardaheim? Not an import. It was actually brought by a delegation as a gift. Also, Beth, I'm not gonna like deign a... That comment doesn't deserve a response from me. I understand why people like Aramite wine or Yihilini mixed drinks, but Arden beer is still best in my book. I definitely enjoy it, and I figured you might miss it. Should have figured you would have a taste for everything. Me, I have simpler tastes. I tried some of that lust wine the succubi sell. Don't really see the appeal. I doubt what we have here is the highest height of their craft. Until recently it was produced illegally, mostly to produce a quick effect. Are you telling me I've been drinking succubus moonshine? That hadn't occurred to me. When did you become an expert on succubus alcohol? I'm hardly an expert, but I also drank a little in the Orgasmic Empire. The difference in taste led me to theorize. Okay, clearly your accounts of your time there were skipping the important parts. Yeah, we spent 120 days in the Orgasmic Empire. It was not as fun as the name suggests. Oh goddess, I'm getting a little drunk. I forgot just how much you could drink. Wendy's could always drink me under the table, though. That's true. I have no idea where she carried it all. There was a joke in camp. No, never mind. What was it? Some men said she must be using magic to convert the alcohol into, shall we say, additional cleavage. It's just really funny you're genuinely playing a NSFW game for the plot. It is. And I was memeing, of course, but it would be really funny if I'm like, no, chat. You should like stand up and take a break. I'm just gonna goon real quick to this part of the game. We'll continue the stream in like 5 minutes. Let me just mute my microphone and make the screen black. Really? I thought I'd heard all the strange ones about her. Oh, from what I heard, everyone could tell you two would get together, so they would have been cautious around you early on. She really did have fantastic breasts, though. It's hard to believe there was no magic involved. Damn it, I was trying to be casual, and now I'm talking about your dead wife's tits. I really am drunk. Don't worry, Hillstara. This has been refreshing. For too long, Wendy's has been a memory. Speaking with you about her helps me remember her in this vibrancy of life. I'm glad, Simon. I truly am. Do you want to talk about her anymore? I think there are lots of stories we could share. Are you tucking me in? Yeah, you're way past your limits. Such a gentleman. You could do more to me, you know? Pretty sure you would fall unconscious or vomit on me. Yeah, probably. Good night. So, what's the plan? You seem unusually happy. Has something happened? It's not so much that, as I'm finding myself happy most of the time lately. Every time one of those scenes turn up, you go on a toilet break. Yeah, exactly. I pop up the BRB screen in the corner, like, no, just BRB. Oh no, we're experiencing malfunctions in the stream. The image isn't coming through. It's not so much that, as I'm finding myself happy most of the time lately. Not that things don't go wrong, and sometimes I worry about how we'll get through all this, but there's a deep confidence underneath the temporary worry. I'm glad to hear that. You know, a long time ago, when we first fought together, I imagined us being together forever. Married during flights of fancy, but at least allies. You only felt that way then? To be honest, when I met you again, my confidence was a little shaken, but it's been restored bit by bit. No, if I'm honest, more than restored. We were just trusted allies then, but now we're more than that. So I just wanted to say, I have utter confidence in your decisions going forward. I still want your input, and I'm confident you'll ask for it. From now on, I'll be by your side, in battle, in life, and most definitely in bed. You're the best ally I could ask for, Hillstara. Old soldier, earn Hillstara's loyalty. Beloved ally, relationship 100. Let's go. How's that? Spirit of rest has been wonderful, but part of me fears it cannot last. And that's probably true. Okay, we've missed one RP point for her somewhere. I don't know where, but she's supposed to be at 100. We'll go back to her later. I'm sure we'll find something. Not autosave. It seems that the diplomats have been handling things fairly well. The only thing I need to check on is the matter of Ustrin. It seems Queen Neranda sent a letter back. Doom King, the domain of Ustrin and Queen Neranda IV acknowledge your response. As tensions between nations rise, clear communication becomes increasingly important. Having said that, communication can be difficult. Aside from the political realities that Ustrin trusts do not need to be stated in full, there are frequently misunderstandings between dwarves and other races. Isolation has done little to curb this tendency, and it remains the case that mistrust runs rampant. Inquiries have been made into an incident in which associates of your domain briefly visited the outer tunnels of Ustrin, and in that time were involved in a minor dispute concerning a dwarven woman. Your associates can fill you in on the details, but your willingness to apologize for their behavior is noted and appreciated. Your confirmation that our business relations, in many varied forms, will not be disrupted is likewise appreciated. The domain of Ustrin hopes that such relations can continue or increase in the future, though of course that would be subject to economic and political realities. Further communication seems prudent. Queen Neranda IV. I need to talk to Miguel. Do you think there's any chance that Queen Neranda received false information about what happened? No, it seems clear to me that she's trying to thank us but can't say it directly. The entire letter strikes me as one written by a woman who's both afraid her letters might be intercepted and very slow to trust. There isn't enough information, but it seems she might want to set up a meeting. Seems like it. I say you keep writing back until she loosens up more. I will. Thank you, Miguel. I'm afraid the issue with Eustrin could be quite relevant, sooner than we'd like. We need to keep preparing. Interesting. That didn't randomly give me enough points for 100? Okay. Okay, we gotta remember to talk to her later. We gotta head to the cathedral. That sounds like Arden is tracking the letters / intercepting them. Yeah, agreed. Hello, best character, together with worst character. Hello, my child. What? Fuck you too, you old cunt. Looks like somebody needs to wash her fucking mouth out with dicks. It's not like we were great friends before, but it's still damn good to see someone from so long ago. I wasn't sure if I wanted to see you again, but seeing as you came back along with Simon's group, if he's fucking you, I'm gonna be pissed. But if you rub it in my face, I will be pissed. No. What? No, I fucked up. I fucked up bad, Sarai. I'm not sure she's going to forgive me for this one. Maybe you really do need to talk to a priestess. This woman, what, grave dog, or like, what's it called? What's it called? Grave diggers? No, like when you're stealing from graves. Is it grave diggers? She was grave digging our wife's tomb, or like her grave robbing. She grave robbed her corpse and tried to like resurrect it with necromancy, and then just showed it in our face, like, hey, I tried to get your wife back. And yeah, we don't quite like her for that reason. So that's the situation. Yeah, you shit the bed, now you have to lie in it. I'm glad I can always come to you for comfort and wisdom. If you want me to try to get you back into his good graces, you sure as fuck came to the wrong place. No, I know better than to try to trick him. I just hope he can forgive me. Maybe you've actually changed, Win. Doubt it, but I have so few people left, I want to put in the effort. Give him time, don't push the issue, just prove yourself a solid ally. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just feel shitty until he says it's okay. I hate to admit it, but he loved Wendy's as much as I did. I didn't want to fuck up like this, it just happened. Have you said any of that to him? I thought as much. Anyway, can you help me out? I can't stay with his harem, so I need a place. You can't stay here, I need to maintain my purity. I could put you in housing for the poor, but... Ew, no, there's no way to tell the smart ones from the dumb ones. The inns are less busy now. I could probably get you a room at the Archon Inn if you have money. I think I have enough. Serantian bandits are dumb. It took them a long time to stop providing me with sex and bodies. Now I'll see what I can do. Try to reflect on your actions, Win. Interesting. Hello again, Simon. Have fun fucking around in Serantia? He didn't actually fuck around at all, actually, to my regret. It was a successful trip. I see you've moved things along here. Yeah, just trying to solidify my control now that Andra is gone. Food to the poor, choirs to lift their spirits, and so on. Biggest deal is this interfaith conference I put together. Can you believe this shit is happening? Such a thing would have been unimaginable so recently. And hardliners are real fucking pissed. It's not like all the problems are just going to crawl into their own assholes and die. But I believe the others are coming in good faith. They seem honestly interested in working together, and that attitude is spreading outside Ari Helana. Whether this keeps up or all collapses is up to you, stabby fuckers. Don't fuck this up for us. We'll do our best. Thank you for doing your part, Sarai. Comes at a fucking cost, though. I've got zero leverage to try to get the church to change on its celibacy policy. Don't you get off on that kind of self-sacrifice for the greater good, though? I don't get off on it. That's the fucking problem. Yeah, I do love that her best is being a fucking virgin. Honestly though, the other religions have a few good traits, but none of them impress me as much as the Church of Ivala. Let's go talk to Win in the Archon Inn. Oh wow, this place is nice. And this is just a place for wealthy travelers to stay, not royalty? They get fancier than this. I consider the Archon Inn a good balance of comfort and price. In Dargelon, only the truly important could have luxury like this. It almost feels wrong to buy it. The difference between rich and poor is greater than we're accustomed to. Ah, Madame Wynne said that you were permitted to come to her room if you wished. I see. Center staircase. Please feel free. We're going to need augmented crystals for this, I'm afraid. That won't be a problem. I'll bring some next time I come by. Good, I'm glad they're not an obstacle in Yihilin. Having said that, this would all be so much easier if you just let me work in your main lab. The decision is out of my hands, I'm afraid. Fine, fine. Trixie, and... Cum dump is done. Now it is pretty. That's unorthodox, but it works. Why didn't you add anything to compensate for all the atmospheric magic around here, though? That part confuses cum dump. Everything is so murky. It's usually possible to create a shell around cum spells, letting them function while interacting with the rest. Efficient enough, but that offends me aesthetically. Let me see if I can't do something. Aha! Ooh! Grumpy Mage understands cum dump's pretties. You actually modified her spell to integrate with the rest? That was very deftly done. I've got a lot of experience, haven't met any mages quite as idiosyncratic as Kum here, but I've seen some strange spells. Grumpy Mage is smart. You're surprisingly skilled yourself. I see your utility now. Cumdump knows that is how Grumpy Mage says I love you. Sure, whatever. Wynn, I'm beginning to question your commitment to your idea of killing all but 1% of the population. What, I'm dead serious. Is there anyone in our group who doesn't meet your criteria? I see what you're saying, but you're wrong. The problem is sampling error. Huh? Simon isn't going to grab every nice pair of tits that walks by. He's formed a group that's far above average. Maybe a few are borderline, I don't know everyone well yet, but as a whole, this group is a lot like the kind of society I'd like to see. Cumdum thinks Grumpy Mage just needs to meet lots of more people. She'll like them too. I assure you, you are incorrect. You're correct that Simon has formed a group that has a certain type of community. How much thought have you given as to whether or not you belong in that community? Well, regardless, let's return to work. I know you probably don't want to talk to me now. I'll shut up and do whatever work you give me. Okay? Sad. That's just rude, Robin. It's a good question to ask. Hey Simon, just got back from another trip. I'll be stopping by the bedroom soon. I look forward to it. I'm surprised you're still making rounds. Our Yihilana may be a microcosm of Yihilin, but it wouldn't be good to get too focused. I'm just making sure our policies are being implemented elsewhere. Plus, Min is all wide-eyed at everything. She needs to be shown more of the world so she can keep her jaw from hanging slackly. Is that the only reason? Well, honestly, I enjoy traveling as well. Ah, I always assumed you traveled as a merchant because you wanted to stay in control of your key operations. There's that too. Good help is hard to find. But I enjoy it. A bit of wind and sun, seeing the countryside move past. It's contemplative. On the other hand, there are a lot of days where I just want to hole up somewhere and work with numbers. Maybe with a blend of teleportation and travel, you can do both. Not a bad idea, but for now I think our limited teleportation mages are better used elsewhere. I sort of expected the outside lands to be all the same, but they're as diverse as forests. I mean, aren't they by definition more diverse? Because there's more than just forests. Must help green hair lady look at all things, because are things. Fine, we'll obey Orkent. I like that all the orc dialogue is getting like more coherent now that we're leveling the intelligence. Planting humans make no sense. No matter how well Yihilin recovers, nothing will bring back those who have died. Fair enough. What are you doing here? These humans not so bad. Huff huff. Things are getting better, but only because the Widow Queen sold out all of Yihilin. Not good like real fight, but good enough. But you, why did you need us to guard Merchant's Pass anyway? Well, it was a stroke of luck. If not for you, we probably would have died during the battle. We're all just grateful to Ivala that we're still alive, so we're doing our best to improve ourselves. By fighting orcs? Well, we need the practice, right? And the orcs want to fight. Good work, keep it up. Thank you, sir. Damn it, now our rhythm is all thrown off. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to fuck up your rhythm. I'm not sure who to approach about this, so would you be able to support collaborations between Succubi and other mages? Is there anything stopping you from starting something like that yourself? Not formally, but it can be pretty unclear who works for the Doom King and who doesn't. What sort of collaboration did you have in mind? An improvement to the connection between divine and sexual magic. Right now there's a lot of wasted energy between them. Burned between them. I can see how that would slowly erode spells here, yes? Yara, do you have any suggestions? Sure, I can put you in contact with some local people. I'm already working with the Goddess of Magic cult, of course, but for these new standards to work, they need to be more widespread. Right, I think you just need to get in contact with the right people. See, spell erosion can be even more of a problem for sexual magic. Succubi will be really happy to get better spells. Thank you, then. I shall do what I can. Makes sense. I'm in the wrong side. I was gonna head down to the ghetto. Oh, kid. Yeah, I can visit the pointy ears again. It's fascinating getting to know all the elves here better. They have a strange lot in life. I fear that our treatment of Yihilini elves is a major mark against us. Oh, I'm not sure I really agree. Not an answer I expected? What do you mean? Do we treat humans in Dargelon half as well? You could argue the details, but it's not like elves are welcoming to outsiders. And we would never ever call a human in our realm a Dargelese human. But here, elves are citizens of the nation. They have high expectations. Even seem to think it reasonable that they should have positions of authority. How many nations allow small groups to have any authority at all? I think some of the problems here are because Yihilin is more welcoming than average. Not a thought I'd considered before. Regardless, we can still work to improve things. Yeah, definitely. This is our home, but you may visit as long as you need. I'm beginning to wonder if there's anything we could do to truly be accepted by humans. I've heard that there was supposed to be funding for a community. It has to be a lie. Where is the 14th standard of magic we invested in? We're getting there. I think when we talk to... The next step is to talk to the goals of magic, so... I'm afraid I still need you to stay out of this blah 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 inner region, okay? So everything seems dark. It seems the sky is clearing sooner than anyone expected. Yeah. Fucking... Hope Corp ass posting. Who gives a fuck? Everyone said it was the end of the world when Doom King took over, but they said that about the Widow Queen too. You should all just be grateful for the good work I do. This cult is becoming a real religion. I think she's happy about this, but I'm not actually sure. Okay, that's it. Oh, what the fuck? New person? Hello there, General Kenobi. Ah, I didn't know there were any Succubi who worship the Goddess of Magic. I think I'm the only one who actually worships her, but I'm representing a lot of Succubi who want to work together with the cult to take care of the slums. So, have you always worshipped the Goddess of Magic, or are you a convert? Oh, I didn't know about her until after the invasion. This group is really secretive. So, what is it that attracted you here? Believing in the Lust Lord sounds nice, but I have a hard time really buying it. Sounds like a bigger Incubus King, and I can't imagine that being a good thing. And Ivala, I can't believe in some omnipotent being with the world being like this. Plus, she sounds like a prude. But the Goddess of Magic is just a being doing her the best she can to make the world a better place. I can buy that. Has she contacted you as she has the others? Yeah, I wasn't sure I really believed it, but it's really a clear voice. And what did she say? Well, it was just welcoming me into the group and confirming Succubi could be good allies for them. Honestly, she sounds tired to me, overworked maybe. I kinda wish there was a real Lust Lord, somebody nice who could fuck her when she's feeling down. Okay. I'm brain blasting into the future, into the final arc. We're gonna become the Lust Lord, aren't we? We're gonna become the Lust Lord and have all the goddesses as, like, harem members. Yeah, I didn't know where it would end. I didn't know if we would go that high, but yeah, we're gonna be fucking her for sure. And does the Goddess of Magic have an opinion about that? She somehow knew what I was thinking and disappeared, but she didn't cut me off, so I don't think she's too upset. Well, we're glad to see Succubi cooperating here. If you run into trouble, you'll have our support. Thanks. That does not sound like something Simon wants. Is anything about our party what Simon wants? There's like quite a lot of people that didn't like fit the initial mold. I'm starting to think this whole thing could actually work. But I guess goddesses are maybe a little bit, you know, further out there, you know. I have succubus neighbors now. They're very sweet, but also very loud. That's true, Kirby. Okay, where the fuck is it the merchant this quarter that has the premium steel? I just want to see if I can find Aka and get like a last relationship points I can max her out. She just vibing in here. Arya is here. Yeelin's has been great so far, but when it comes to bows, I'm pretty disappointed. That's fair. Is Aka not even in here? Where the fuck is Aka? I just want that one last relationship point, you know? Oh, you want me to talk to Aurelius? Yeah, I'll talk to everyone there, you're right. I'm just very focused on finding Aka. Make my pin, we'll need sexual materials. Right. Thank you for finding some lightwood. Now we just need a really good elven mage. An arcane crystal is composed of both high quality magic crystals and the seer crystal variety. I assume these are going to become like the endgame items for them. This forge may be a showpiece, but I see how it integrates magic with the heat. Clever. I like how you're also like Aurelius is fucking awesome. She's such a good character. I don't know why. She's very appealing to me. Right, actually, did we talk to her in Rose Manor? TMI? I didn't mean it that way. Why did you have to make it awkward, Marcus? Why did you do that? Why did you feel like doing that? I got a job with the ministry. I never could have done it without you. Thanks again. It's more fun that way? Okay, good. It's all in good fun. It's fortunate that we ended up taking the contract with House Rose. The alternatives would have gone poorly. And why did you choose House Rose? House politics, I assume. A lot of money was paid in since everyone knows we never betray a contract. Okay. Weird sentence. Well, we'll keep them safe through the violence. I mean, Kirby, ever since we took over, magic has become way more common here, right? Okay, so this is everything in this section, which makes it sad that we didn't max out Aka. Okay, I have one last thing. One last gambit. Fuck, it didn't do anything. Okay, standing. Okay, it didn't do anything. Unfortunately, sex is not enough to raise relationships. Don't think there's anything we missed. No, we're done. I'll be working... Oh, like surely the forge was enchanted before that? Yeah, but I mean... Or... Maybe not, Kirby. Because we bought out premium steel to make them, like... To allow them to operate at a higher capacity. I don't know if they could do that beforehand. The cleaning mage of the slums were a thing before we arrived. I remember. Well, they were in Arlen, not here. We hired them from Arlen. That's... Yeah, you're right, Kirby. But the... What's it called? The cleaning mage is not from here. We spent money on the cleaning mage. It was an investment in at the Arden Summit. I'll be working here until something comes up, or you let me know you're ready to make new plans. Maybe we can look in the ledger. Ardaheim, right? No, Aram, is it? Does it count here because we moved them here? Yehilin Public Works, I believe it's not it. Am I tripping? I was so sure that we invested in that. I guess not. I'll be working here until something comes up where you let me know you're ready to make new plans. Wait, what? Oh. I think we just saw the cleaning mage in Ardaheim was the thing. Or Arden. Did I miss this? Did I not finish talking to you? Why can't I finish? What are we missing? Did you end up sealing? Did you actually end up sealing the deal? Not the cathedral. Is she up here as well? No. Check in with ongoing projects. Train with Trin? I forgot Trin existed, my bad. Trin, now that we have some extra time, I wanted to discuss mental training. I'll do my best. I don't think I'll be good at teaching. Still, I think I need to try. Well then, first we need to cover some basic techniques for dividing your mind. You're not great at this. How dare you forget Trin? Luco, please, my memory's not very good for dogshit characters like Trin, okay? That's why I forget Trin. No, just kidding. She'd be into that though, so like, she would want me to speak to her that way. And I do mean that. You're competent, but you need to be way more than that to use these new techniques. I think I'm seeing a little improvement though. I'll keep working. Nah, your mind needs a break. Wanna fuck? Sorry, Trin, but I'd like to put some more time into this first. You do need a break though. I have a question. In the past, you've made copies of someone while leaving the original functional. Could you do that with me? Depends what exactly you mean. Those kinds of copies are extremely flimsy, so they're not good for much. Maybe an illusory attack? No, they'd splinter apart against the natural magic of most opponents. I'm more interested in whether I could have two of me functioning intellectually at the same time. Nope, there are two ways we could do this. A sheep shell independent of you, or an extension of your will. I suppose it might be worth experimenting with those. I hope that when you say experimenting, you mean sexually. Actually, yes, aside from being good practice, he's learning the shadow clone no jutsu so he can do the Naruto thing of fucking people with multiple people at the same time. The one-person gangbang, the legendary technique. That's insane. Aside from being good practice, I think it would be worth trying. Well then, unfortunately, even that wouldn't be easy. See, the thing I usually do is ship off a piece of a soul, but yours is really hard to crack. Does the size of the piece affect the strength of the copy? You got it, that's why the good copies disable the target. What if someone's essence were split exactly in two? That's a wonderful idea, unless you want the target sane and healthy, and if the target isn't you, I don't. So it's not even theoretically possible? It might be. If the target's soul was large and substantial enough, for example, if you absorbed more of the shards, you might be able to. This makes me think that maybe like there was like an incubus king, like an king, and every shard is just a piece of his will. and the more you like fight each other and collect pieces and grow in strength, you eventually get usurped by the King. It's not possible now, but I'd encourage you to consider it if you acquire other soul shards, because if it wasn't obvious, I'm very interested in you setting up gangbangs this way. I see. I'll definitely give it some more thought. You know, well, we don't know if there was a Lust Lord, Marcus, is the thing. The Lust Lord, we also know that there's a Lust Lord Incubus King that claims to be the Lust Lord, but you know, he doesn't seem all that important. That's been my thoughts all along. Yeah, it makes sense. You might be right. You might be right. It's leaning towards you being right now. You know, you might be able to make faster progress if we got a few souls from me to break apart. Demonstrate the essentials. Could that be done without cruelty? Definitely not. When I say break, I really... Damn it, I just lost any chance of actually getting to do it, didn't I? I'm surprised that, even if you don't agree, you don't understand my frame of mind better. Did you just insult me? That is so hot. Call me a filthy cunt. Call me a dogshit character. Not worth remembering. Seriously though, I've never had a care. Slave mages with rare abilities are like exotic pets. They can be as eccentric as they want. Honestly, you're the first master to try to engage with me as much. It's simultaneously endearing and annoying. I think you'll appreciate the fact that I first took you entirely as a practical decision. Any reason to fuck me is a good reason. But honestly, Trin, I've grown fond of you. I think you're less cruel than you pretend to be. I want to call you a limp-dicked cocksucker, but I can't get into it. Not dodging my way out of this one, am I? You're not seriously going to start a love conversation, are you? No, I don't love you. You suck ass. I hate you. Thanks for saying so. I was dead serious. I do not want that kind of emotion, and I'd be pissed if you made me all lovey-dovey. Or lovey-dovey. But you do want to be used by someone you respect. See? You get me. I've always thought understanding other people was a waste of time, but I see the appeal when it's for my benefit. You are the textbook definition of a psychopath. But as I said, I don't think you're as cold as you portray yourself. I didn't say I had no emotions. I like you and I want you to fuck me a lot. And I like hurting people, but I guess I'll have to bend to your scruples. This caring about other people thing is such a pain. You don't care about any of the others? I guess I wouldn't like it if they were gone. Things are more interesting with them around. Robin is alright, Altina is fun to toy with, and I love seeing you fuck the shit out of them. We've got at least one kink in common there. But caring, the way you all seem to feel it, it doesn't exist inside me, at all. Considering only your selfish desires, are you happy here compared to your hypothetical alternatives? You have to answer honestly. True, good job with the contract. But in all honesty, serving you has been great, maybe worse than some previous positions in a few other ways, but best overall. I haven't really asked you about your old masters in depth. Anything interesting? I don't know. Don't like talking about myself much. Grew up in the Renfnor wilds, got training in the Orgasmic Empire, got passed around until coming to Arkland. I didn't realize you'd spend time in the Orgasmic Empire. How was that? Kinky, but kinda boring, I guess. My masters there mostly wanted my powers for sex. It was fun at first, but kinda samey. Despite the ridiculous variety of kinks. Nobody there wants to break shit. They don't even have real torture. They just deny orgasms temporarily. I'm fairly certain the Orgasmic Empire has at least some torture. Oh sure, a little, but real torture meant to bring pain instead of pleasure? Far less than any human country, I'd say. So that time was maybe a little better, sex-wise. Here is pretty good though, despite all the emotional junk. The other fun master I had was this one Renfnoran warlord. That guy was really into torture, but he sucked at causing chaos on a larger level, so I got bored with him after a while. I'm afraid it's unlikely I'll ever give you much of a chance to torture anyone. Yeah, I'm trying to resign myself to that, but really, you're pretty good on most accounts. I think this is as good a position as I'll find. Also, usually, there's a learning period, trying to figure out a new master's exact buttons. There was this one guy, he made his cock like 2 feet, but then couldn't get it up. He was really sensitive about it. But with you, I don't know, trying to manipulate you just fails. You see through it and just get irritated. So instead, I've just been myself. I mean, you shoot me down, but I get the sense you don't mind. It's certainly preferable to you lying about what you are. Well, it's weird. Not entirely sure how I feel about it, but I think it's good. And that's the most mushy bullshit you're gonna get out of me. That's who I am, that's all I am. And my soul aches with love for your unique nature, as sharp and beautiful as shimmering eyes. No, that's just cruel. But it's fine with me, I can stomach some affection if you mostly use me like a dirty cum rag. But for now, I'd like to go back to exploiting you for your knowledge of magic. Oh, that's sweet. Dirty comrade, huh? No wonder Serantia is so weak, given the small amount of land and, like, resources comparatively. They seem to suck ass. Okay, Aka, please be full. Please be full. I'm annoyed. Okay. There we go. Okay, I think I've done everything now. Yeah, Kirby, that's true. It could. But I don't think so, because after every section they have like a here's where the RP should be, and if I recall correctly, Akas has been correct the entire time. But I'm not gonna do anything about it. It'll hit 100 eventually anyway. It's just, it's so annoying it's at 99. Like, isn't Voris like 97? No, 79. But like, if you're at 97, that's fine. But being at 99 is just taunting me, man. It's okay, it's a Mob Psycho reference now, true. Simon, we've reached a visitor I think you'll want to see immediately. Ask the Doom King. I'll meet them as soon as I can. From what you said, not a formal representative. She claims to be a defector from the Incubus Emperor's domain. Nani? Nani the fuck? Doom King, thank you for meeting me. What is it? I represent a small number of succubi who fled the Incubus Emperor's domain. We may have entered Yihilin illegally, but we hope you will grant us asylum. Spies. No, please, we are willing to undergo any tests or conditions you demand. Please, accept us. Conditions are growing worse. Usually, areas away from the Incubus Emperor were mostly stable, but now... He's consuming enormous resources, more than we can spare. Some are to prepare for war, but others are inexplicable. Tell my servants everything you know of his realm. Then, you'll permit us entry? If you prove yourselves. Thank you, Doom King, thank you. We've heard good things about you, so we'll be happy to serve you directly or whatever else you desire. Others will handle the details. What is the Incubus Emperor planning? Well, Iris thinks war is inevitable, but he seems to have other priorities, so not everything is yet prepared. What are his priorities? His newest thing is filling hats with cum and then putting them on people's heads, which, to be fair, is a very funny prank. So, like, you can't even blame you, right? I feel like maybe these are, like, intentionally sent from Iris to help us. He's going for a record of the highest number of cum hats in the same room, whatever that means. Yeah, but that just makes sense, man. You gotta do it for the competition. So, he won't be attacking immediately. No, I think you have more time to prepare, but we'll tell you everything we know. Then servants can deal with the rest. So, you're not going anywhere? Compared to the other visits, it was a false alarm. Well, I'm happy to have you here a little longer. And I'll enjoy my time here, but I think we'll need to begin stepping up our preparations. Father, there's something you should see. What happened to the Chosen? What the fuck? Hello? Also, why is there a shining spot where Ginasta was? I don't know. We were preparing to study his power in depth to see if we could learn anything from it. And he just withered. Withered? You think he was killed from a distance? If someone could pierce through to here, that would be a major concern. It's possible, but I hope not. Hello, Vlurk. To me, it felt as though something was withdrawn from him, and when it was withdrawn, what remained died instantly. Okay. Someone just, like, took away the Chosen energy from him? What the fuck? That sounds like a concern. What can we make of this? I have absolutely no idea. Thank you for informing me. If we capture any other Chosen, we'll have to see what happens. What the fuck? Yeah, Vlurk, we just saw someone got obliterated. They withered away in our cell. Life is good here. Also, the Incubus Emperor wants to make cum hats and hand them out to people. He's going for a cum hat record. The most cum hats in a room. It's an eventful evening. In 40 minutes, we'll be doing Path of Exile instead. Simon, do you trust Uyae? She seems very sincere to me. I don't think it's an act, if that's what you're saying. Actually, no. I was wondering if we shouldn't tell her the truth about the Doom King. She's already had one organization lie to her. I think we should be honest to avoid hurting her. You're probably right. I wish I'd thought of this myself, but there's so many things on my mind. That's what you have us for, right? Go on, tell her. Not but an empty shell? How astounding! I had not imagined such a thing. Why didst thou choose to tell me this? You've been a good ally, Uyae, and you're working closely with us. I decided I should tell you directly before you found out yourself. Indeed, I had wondered where thou and thy mates have disappeared to at times, but I had yet to imagine thou couldst keep something like this from me. I apologize. I hope you see the need for secrecy, but I am not offended. Nay, I am most impressed. Thou art the supreme male in this land. Thou couldst parade thyself on the streets and take every female for thyself. But instead, thou humbly work for the good of the country. Thou even allow thyself to be considered naught but a servant. This quite different from any leader I have known. This news is a welcome relief to mine ears. I'm glad you're not offended, but this fact needs to remain secret. Thou needst not fear on that account. I shall guard thy secret with my life. Okay. That was the item Win believed might be key to Serantian interpretation. I didn't have time to look at them yet. Sorry, I just saw this and I just had to see it. She also can't speak Clantian. Yeah. What is this? I gotta see the corpse. Every chosen I've seen captured by Succubi died. Now I wonder if they were killed or if this is what happened to them. Simon, quite a while back, we had a conversation about chains. Do you remember? Thinking that these cells aren't being put to much use? I like the way you think. Tie me up and just take control, okay? I don't want it rough, I just want to feel like it's all entirely in your hands, okay? Well, that was damn satisfying. We need to do this again sometimes. Spooky... Okay. Every chosen I've seen captured by Succubi died. Now, I wonder if they were killed or if this happened to them. Tie me up and fuck me. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, man. Salutations, I have long desired to meet thee. Eh? That's ancient Serantian. Odd. But thou dost understand me? I studied the language briefly, but it was of little use to me except a few obscure texts. Can thou please attempt to speak in Serantian? I am sure thy facility with it is greater than my Clentian. Nah, I see. It seems unlikely that we have much in common. I will take my leave. Well, that makes you more reasonable than most. And the tests have been stable? Definitely. They'll deteriorate without an adequate soul, but Orkant is a good material. Then, let's call him. Are we fixing Orkant? Are we fixing Orkant? You needed me for something. I don't want to promise too much, but we're ready to attempt to transfer your soul into a new body. We're certain you'll survive, but this is only a first step. There will be... I understand. This is not but a preliminary attempt. Still, the slightest alleviation of my burden would be welcome. You know, Vlurk, I've decided. Orkant is your self-insert character. Okay then, gather up all the discipline you have and keep your mind focused, because this will be rough for you. Get ready to do your part, Simon. This will be fun. I am prepared to face my salvation or my annihilation. Regardless of what happens, it has been an honor serving you. Don't say that, Orkant. I'll make sure you survive, even if we need to try again. Ready? Ready? Now. Success! I believe Orkant gets to define success or failure in this case. Though my flesh has been rent asunder, I remain fundamentally myself. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Fascinating. Though I feel the existence of animal desire, it has been reduced to a component of myself. I am no longer a prisoner in my own body. I cannot thank you enough for this, Simon. I'm glad. We went to unusual lengths to reconstruct you in a more stable way. Oh, but we'll be able to use some of this for mass production. I can't wait to get started. Yes, we must discuss the future of Talkie Orc looks so weird. Why are so many of you watching? Come on, Orkent, you think we just ignore something this big? Yes, you've been with the group even longer than I have. You're one of us. For once, words fail me. You look super weird without your eye patch, though. Is this better? Talkie Orc is silly. There's the Orkent we know. Once you've had some time to get used to it, we need all your thoughts on your current condition. I can explain now. After all, the capacity for self-reflection is one of the few things I have never lacked. This is an exceptional first step, for me and for your goals. Though my animal nature was not removed, it has been elevated to a degree. And you can actually trust this analysis now. This is excellent. Yay for Talkie Orc! Yeah, congrats on enduring this long. But don't forget to indulge sometimes, now that you can choose to. I look forward to having a real conversation with you sometime. Thank you. You are all very kind. I need some time to contemplate this new state of being. Of course, we'll talk further later. Is anyone else really encouraged by this? I'm happy for Encouraged. Plus relationship points. Aka, you are at 100, right? Right? I'm happy for Orkent, but do you mean in another way? I just mean, it feels like so long ago that we first met him, in the middle of a ransacked farm. Feels? Hasn't it been nearly 2 years? Has it been 2 years in-game? Jesus Christ. That's like longer than One Piece. No, they had the 2 years time skip. Since I was implanted with the shard, almost. Not since we met Orkent. Don't care, close enough. Wow, I hadn't really reflected on that. But anyway, it's just amazing to see us accomplish something this big. I mean, we changed the fundamental nature of an orc. I feel like there's nothing we can't do now. Yes, this is significant. We deserve to celebrate a little. Hugs and fucks for everyone! Still feeling positive about your condition? Though further reflection has given me pause, my central positive impression remains unchanged. I did not notice until recently, but my baser urges do still exert some influence. Yet this is not dissimilar to humans, correct? There's ongoing disagreement about how much we're ruled by those urges, yes? Without reducing my appreciation for what you have done in the slightest, I find myself also pondering what more could be done in future transformations. I realized that I had framed my goal as becoming less orc and more human, but now I realize that to be truly free, perhaps I need to be less of both. So you wouldn't call yourself truly free now? What is precisely true freedom? If it means freedom from all external restraint, that strikes me as synonymous with non-existence. No, what I possess now is adequate. A dream come true, one might say, but I understand you have higher aims. With your transformation, we prioritize your mental control. You should also be somewhat stronger and more resistant to magic as well. I had noticed these things. They were merely insignificant compared to my new internal state. Rather relevant to external reality, however. Given the amount of time it took, we can't afford to do this transformation for more than a few orc officers. For the bulk of the army, we aim to reduce impulsiveness while increasing base discipline and strength. Reasonable enough for creatures bred to be soldiers, but that suggests you didn't reduce their inherent desires. No, that's a difficult result to balance with our other objectives. The army should definitely not rape and pillage indiscriminately, however. You seem to believe that we will have to use this army for more than peacekeeping, and perhaps soon. Yes, we're stopping high-volume experimentation and stabilizing the army at this new standard. Then I will attempt to reorganize our forces and have a re-evaluation for you when you next return to Yihilin. Next return? You have been here for quite some time. I rather doubt a man like you will be able to avoid necessary excursions outside it for much longer. That's probably true. Keep pondering, Orkent. We will speak again later, and perhaps after enough time has passed, we can improve your condition even more. Unless a worst-case scenario comes to pass, I have no doubt you will be able to accomplish this. Thank you, Simon, for everything. The new orcs are rather more obedient, but somewhat simple-minded. Good soldiers, I suppose. I hope to have numbers on size and quality for you soon. Both will no doubt be greatly increased. Okay. Here, Orkent, get power up? I can guess at your meaning, but I'm not entirely sure. Heroes get power up, then defeat human king. Save world. It might be interesting to see what happens if we increase your intelligence and self-awareness. Will help me finish quest? Yes. Then will do. Must finish quest. But we focus most of our effort on standard army orcs and officers. We aren't ready to develop you yet. Can wait. It's very long quest. 52 hours and 47 minutes. Yeah, you could say it's a very long quest. You know, you're not very different from me. In what way? You did all the research on transforming orcs, and everyone is patting you on the back for being so nice, helping Orkent. But every single thing you did is also good for making better commanders, and you've done a lot to increase army strength as well. Did I pretend otherwise? I guess not. You're more brutal than you seem. What do you think about the idea of transforming yourself? If you try to reshape me the way you want, I'll be pissed, but I can't really stop you. For whatever it's worth, I approve of the increased strength. Do more of that. Increasing in strength is one thing I can't fault your group on. I'm afraid we haven't developed anything that would change Stark's mind about death. Perhaps eventually. Heard you helped Orkent? That's right, good of you. That is, Implevon the Third approves. He's British, god damn it. You know how I know I'm, like, not back to where I was before? And honestly, this has taken a lot longer than my first playthrough did. I think I was here in like 30 hours on my first playthrough. Because I don't have to read everything out. That apparently adds like 20 hours to the game. But it's because I know that stuff happens to Stark. Okay, Akka. You better be fucking at 100 now. Oh my god. I imagine you also did the talk to everyone, even in the first playthrough. Yeah, but I was definitely way behind in points. Like, Janine, I think I maxed at this point. Akka was not maxed. Nalili was way lower. Nalili, like, the Orgasmic Empire part, I did way worse on my first playthrough. She was... I don't think I maxed her by the point... No, I did. I did max her by the point I, like, stopped the game. I definitely maxed her, but it was way later than this. Whatever that means in terms of time, I don't know anymore. It could be, like, the next segments are all short, but I bundled them up. Janine seems easy to max, and the Orgasmic Empire part seems impossible to optimize without a guide. Yeah, exactly. Who else? I don't think I hit... I think Altina was pretty low. No, she wasn't. I didn't do Aurelise though. I did whatever the fuck the other woman's name is. It's Lunine. I did Lunine instead. Can you tell I have a favorite? Can you tell I have a favorite? Yeah, I did Lunine because I didn't understand what we were agreeing to at the time, and I didn't want to bother going back. You know, it's odd. What is? Part of me expected that after I was cured, things would be clearer, that my transformed self would have more answers. But the truth is that I still feel uncertain about a lot of things. With the overriding concerns in the past, I'm back to old questions. I'm still not sure who I really want to be. I'm just an amateur bounty hunter you met at random, after all. I'd say you're far more than that. You know what I meant, but thanks. That's actually one of the reasons I brought this up. As uncertain as I am about a lot of things, there's one thing I'm completely sure of. Whatever happens, I want to stay with you. You've been a great partner, I guess. I thought about friend or lover, but they just didn't capture it. Anyway, I feel like whatever I decide to do with my life, I'll be able to do it better by your side. Thank you, Akka. I'm happy to have you with me. So lead the way. I'm right behind you. Loyal Stabber. Earn Akka's loyalty. Yay! Beloved assassin! Let's go! Ouya is learning Clentian crazy fast. Okay, do we new... She unlocked Cowgirl! Let's go! This is why we get the relationship up. This inscription was taken from the Serantian tomb. It's actually produced some interesting results already. Oh? The magic is heavily reminiscent of the sexual magic found in Incubus King's crypt. The hypothesis that the older Seantian kingdom inherited magical techniques and possibly cultural customs from the Incubus King's reign seems very likely. I see. At a minimum a useful historical fact, but I will have to think if it can be used for more. I have like 3 variations of the same joke, so give me a second. What do you mean? What joke? I'm scared. Hey Simon, check out this new training area. It works pretty well. Yes, it seems very useful to have a location. You know, she could be doubly effective of a stabber with, with 2 knives. Yeah, it's a shame we haven't found any knives, since I accidentally sold one. It's really a shame that she only has 1 knife. Oh well, we'll find one eventually. We just have to find a shop, and then we can buy a knife, you know? It's kind of odd that no shop has had knives so far. Yes, it seems very useful to have a location where we can train in private. Seems like everybody shipped in to help. The orcs moved trees around, the succubi handled the illusions, mages set up spells to keep it hidden. Anyway, I think I'll take this opportunity to practice some assassination techniques. Aside from subterfuge, does it involve that many different techniques? Definitely, completely different kind of stabbing. In combat, you want to put everything you have into a blow. But when trying to kill someone sneakily, you need to add the force at the very last second or you'll get noticed. I can understand that, but I doubt I could manage after so much time working to maximize damage done. Hey, that's what you have me for. Hey Simon, I've got something new to show off, because I hit 100 in the thing. I can't believe she called you a great partner while you never gifted a second knife. I mean, I haven't found a second knife. Of course I haven't gifted a second knife. She can't get preferential treatment like that. Yes? I was trying to figure out a magic attack, but I just don't have the talent. So finally I talked to Robin. She was very helpful about it. I'm glad I did. I won't be able to pull it off alone, but... Oh, I can stab things with fire. Aka learned Flaming Stab. Robin synergy. Alright! We're hitting this stuff. You only get the skill if you have both Aka and Robin in the party. This is gonna be more common now, where we get synergy skills that only work with specific members in the party. 50 fucking hours in. I know, crazy, right? In one sense, I hope we don't need to assassinate anyone, but in another... And we are still in the tutorial, yep. Since the story and I have been getting along so well, I was thinking we might be able to figure out a new technique together. Together? See, I know I'm not much use against enemies resistant to sexual magic. That means the star has to carry a lot more weight. But with just a little sip of her soul, I could put a lot of force into a blow. I wouldn't harm her. No, I've already gotten a good taste and it was enjoyed all around. Now we just need to be close enough together in combat and I should be able to use a new skill. Yara learned Forceful Kiss, Hilstara synergy. Blows a kiss of raw physical force. Fair enough. I have experiences I haven't reflected on. I should take this opportunity to try to improve myself qualitatively instead of merely accumulating power. Good. I feel like I control an increased flow of lust now. I think I got more mana from that. You want hit us? Can hit. What's this? Olia, send us to training ground. Be hit much. Get stronger. Ah, I see. We'll talk to you if we need to practice our skills. Good, good. Want to get stronger. Want help, master. We covered the entrance with a mix of transplanted trees and careful illusions, so don't worry, you can get out of this way if need be. Hey Simon, it's neat that we finally have a training ground to ourselves here. Glad to see you're making use of it. Yeah, I don't have any great ideas, but I'm trying to learn from the others and get a little stronger. The Lily's stats increased. Hey Simon, I had another idea for training. I want to be helpful to Karina, but I'm not very good at that sort of thing when it doesn't involve sex. But then I had the idea that I could make her job easier in combat, so she doesn't have to heal me as much, you know? So we worked together, and I found a way to do it. The Lily learned Healing Masturbation, Karina synergy. I shouldn't have been surprised. It feels great too. If I can't fuck Karina, I can at least masturbate to her magic. Masturbate the pain away. Heals and cures statuses. Karina synergy. Masturbate the pain away is a very funny, like, oh my god. It's so funny to me, man. I love it so much. That sphere contains the most potent spells from the Incubus King's crypt. I hope we can derive some useful techniques from it. Makes sense? Oh my god. I can't believe there's a new investment. How the fuck would I know that there was a new investment between the first part and the second part here? If I wasn't using a guide. And also that my like 5% funds made us go to 50 instead of 45. This is some real fucking are you optimizing shit. You have enough to help us expand our trading nationally? Succubi are doing thriving business here in Arihilana, not just sex toys, but all manner of magic we need. Succubi outside the city, however, still don't have it very good. They're getting by on scraps. With enough of an investment, we could expand our businesses to include them as well. It's a huge opportunity. Yes, but we had... Oh, yeah, right. We have 5 on the slums, and we have 0 on this. I guess we got plus 50 because time passed. Wonderful. This won't happen overnight, but I think it'll be great for Yihilin. It'll be a long, hard road to a national trading system, but we're grateful that Doom King is assisting us. And hey, we like long, hard things. I'm happy I didn't have to make the joke. I'm happy you did it for me. Thank you. Wait, what? Oh, not here. Well, hello there, handsome. I had 0 before the sequence. We had 0 and 5%. 5% slum, 0 of the other one. Back off. Oh my, have you thought something improper about innocent little me? I believe this woman is a mage. That's right, dear. I used to be a member of the Order. You see, I've always been interested in sexual magic. With restrictions getting tighter, I've gotten kicked out of the Order. When I heard the Doom King wanted to cooperate with the Order, I thought I might have another chance. And why start with flirting? Flirting? He's handsome and I wanted to say hello, that's all. What is it you're looking for from us? We're not exactly lacking for mages. All I want is a magic exchange, like you suggested, but on a smaller scale. I'd love to work with a succubus, I just need to be able to find someone who won't take advantage of me. Then I have just the thing. There are succubi waiting for someone like you too. Marvelous, simply marvelous. I'll send someone to you in contact. Have fun. Okay. Are you interested in buying some higher quality magical ingredients? I have seer crystals for sale right now. Yes, we're interested. Alright, what fraction do you want? A whole one, please. Well, I won't ask. I just hope you get some use out of it. Alright, let's talk price. Does that imply she'd use it as like a sex thing? Okay, 7,000 sex for a full crystal. That's my final offer. I'm not familiar with the material, but based on negotiations, I'm assuming that's a good price. Yes, it's more than reasonable. Let's get one if we can. I think we delayed this because if we buy it earlier, it costs like 9,000. Purchased a seer crystal. Excellent. I'm on my way to profitability, and you're on your way to something impressive. Thank you, Father. I'm sure it will be useful. Fuck, that woman who just moved in. I think I'm done. I can't keep up sanctifying this place. Madame Wynne is exceptionally talented, but if you're associated with her, I wish you luck. Yeah, her personality might not be the best. But that's why I love her. Based on what I've seen from Robin and Kum, you have an incredibly slick operation going on here. Honestly, why obey this Doom King? You could probably backstab him and take over yourself. Who's to say I'm not already planning that? Yeah, maybe that's why you're keeping from me. But it's fine, I'm just happy to see you taking so much initiative. I'm serious, I thought you'd never be able to change. You'd stay a bitter old man forever. But instead, you're surrounded by extraordinary women, and you seem to make them really happy. She'd be proud. You had better actually mean that. Did I miss something? No. You think I'm trying to manipulate you? Come on, you think I have the social awareness for that? No, probably not. You really think so? What? Are you seriously worried? You think Wendy's would disapprove? There's a difference between the two of us having sex with other people and whatever this is. Okay, look, I'm bad at this kind of thing, so you probably don't count what I think, even if you care. But I think there's no way Wendy's would be unhappy. She'd never want you to be sad or alone. And this harem, she'd love it. As much as she liked meeting new people, you should know she wished she had more steady relationships. I'll admit I've often thought that she'd enjoy many of the people here. Oh yeah, and in all kinds of ways. The woman knew how to have fun. I'm going to keep working. Tell me if you need anything from me. Oh my god. Fucking... Just fuck already. Just tell her the truth. Oh, we have 2 meters. Wynn's affection and Simon's anger. Okay. What about you? For better or worse, this is our kingdom now. I'll do my best to defend it. I expected it to be difficult to adapt, but I have found Queen Janine's servants to be quite welcoming. I look forward to serving you and Mistress Yara. Wait. Who was... I thought one of you were the fancy walk guy. First time. And that showed up in the House of Petitions. Where the fuck was the fancy walk guy? Simon, may I trouble thee with a few questions? Go ahead. Though I find much of what is being said baffling, I fear that some of my poor understanding is conceptual, not linguistic. Now that the danger is past, I hope that thou wouldst enlighten me. I'll do my best. I was always taught that humans had no true mating. You were all ein-ene and gla-ene. Eine I know, but gla-ene is new to me. Perhaps mating terminology has changed. Mayhaps it has. I would also appreciate if thou wouldst teach me these words in Clentian. Anyway, gla-ene refers to those who have succumbed to their heat and seek to mate with anything out of mad lust. I see. That's really how Serantians think of human relationships? It's what I was taught. I was rather surprised to find everything so calm here. That is at best a large misunderstanding, at worst blatant propaganda. Propaganda. That word refers to the lies that are taught to... Ouya just did the Metal Gear thing, the snake thing. Propaganda. That word refers to the lies that are taught to the populace. I love you just taking a word and then just replying with propaganda. That word. Even now I parrot what I was taught. I feel quite foolish. Foolish? You overcame barriers many never do. You have no reason to feel foolish, especially in a conversation where you are seeking knowledge. Knowledge? Knowledge is a thing where you learn something. Perhaps, but let's return to simpler ground. In Clentian, the word eine is sex slave. Slave? That would be einva. Ah yes, the way the words work together is so strange, but I understand. Go on. Slavery is illegal in basically every country. It still exists, but only as a crime. Succubi do practice sexual slavery, but the concept is something most humans find abhorrent. I see. I was taught that humans are in heat at all times. Is that untrue? While humans can have sex at any time, that doesn't mean it's a constant driving need. Teenagers accepted. Real. Fucking real. Young Serantians can be quite a handful as well. One of the most common arrangements is marriage. It's perhaps most similar to shoine, but not truly the same. Unlike breeding partners, married couples also pledge love and commitment to each other. It can be an obligation or a political arrangement, but that isn't the ideal. That's not fair. Shoine can be noene too. The assumptions aren't really the same. For noene, you could probably say lover, but the implications are reversed. Any two people who have sex with each other can be called lovers. Many times they start there before marrying. Oh my. The word has the affectionate meaning too, though not always. So all thy mates, thy sirene? Wait, how wouldst thou translate sirene? Harem, but the implication is very different. Harems are generally considered decadent and selfish, not the standard. But the best males? Typically find a female who wants them as well, become noene, then shoine, if they choose. That is very strange. Most other races see it differently. Succubi and Serantians are the only ones who frequently have harems. So, as mad as this seems to me, some humans think of Serantians as less sexually controlled? Yes. Sirene might be an acceptable word to refer to my arrangement with everyone here. Harem is also adequate, but I find both words too negative. Yes, my original question. Thy Serenay, what are they to thee? They all seem so happy and get along so well. Are they truly all Noe? Noe? That's the goal. I love all of them in one way or another, except Trin. I fucking hate Trin. That sounds wondrous. But if I may be so bold, why are none of them with child? Due to my power, I can choose to avoid that, but many humans and succubi have sex only for pleasure. Oh, that was one of the things I said about thee that I didn't believe. Does it not feel incomplete? Is not the joy of sex to bring about new life? Many would not disagree. I personally find it more meaningful to be with someone for its own sake, as an expression of our relationship. Such thoughts were not encouraged in the Divine Claw, yet strangely appealing, and I cannot argue with the enthusiastic vocalization of thy mates. Cyrantians outside Cyrantia operate this way. I fear you have been misled. Yes, that seems clear. I must think on these things. I thank thee for being so patient with me. No, Uye, it's my pleasure speaking with you. Fair enough, fair enough. 84. I continue to study Clentian with Aka. Good. Have to say, you're really committed to this training. You may not have the talent for this, but you're sure determined. I may not be able to perform to your standards, but I feel like I'm seeing good returns on my self-control. Oh, your performance meets my standards just fine. But if there's anything you don't need more of, it's self-control. I thought it might be time to try using these skills in a real situation. I told you, any copies I make will be worthless in combat, then... Oh, are you seriously suggesting? I am. Let's do it. Gangbang time. Yup. So fucking satisfying. I really hope you can work your way up to a full gangbang. That seemed difficult enough, but I'll keep working. I know you will. Just so long as you use all that discipline to fuck the shit out of me sometime. I've been double teamed by masters before, but if you get up to 2 copies, you can take my clone gangbang virginity. Okay? Duplicates. She has 4 copies left to do. Okay. $97? She's up there. 84. What? Why did you go up like 14? Father. It's a sex scene. It's time for the sex scene. Robin. I'm always happy to see you, but there's a new dimension to that happiness now. In any case, I hope you have a moment to discuss a few more details. Of course. This one is rather embarrassing, in a sort of childish way, so I want to put it behind us. Go ahead. When I first reached maturity, I began receiving attention from boys that I didn't really want. Some girls use simple spells to make them look more attractive, particularly exaggerating their proportions. It was a simple matter to reverse that process, instead hiding my body, but then I didn't really grow all that much. I've still kept up the suppression spells, but they're not suppressing anything impressive. You don't need to be so nervous about this. I just thought you might have felt the spells and didn't want you to be disappointed. Robin, I can't imagine you disappointing me in any way. I want you, not any specific part of you. It does me so much good to hear you say that, but for the record, my breasts are fairly small, especially compared to everyone around here. It doesn't matter, but this group's average is not exactly average. Oh, I know, I'm just finding things to be apprehensive about. If you're still feeling nervous, would you like to move slower? Well, not too slow. I have no desire to fool around as if we're dating. That's not our relationship. Given the amount of sex that goes on around here, I'd be disappointed with just that. I'll finish the spell soon, but for now, I want to kiss you again. But please touch me a little more. I really need to finish these spells. Okay. Wait, what's the... Yeah. We're done with this segment, I think. Oh, is it? Why is it every time I say that I'm missing something? Oh, it's just... This is, The guide is written incorrectly. It said your bedroom for both the like go to Robin scene and the thing there, so that's why. Yara, please contact our allies in the fortress near Fairholm. I want all the women who were damaged brought here. Alright, I'm surprised you remembered. You think you can do something for them? I think I have enough skill now that I can't justify putting it off any longer. Will do. Hope you can help them. Don't just slowly tear it out. Yeah. What happened? I remember the orcs attacking, then just a haze. Did you rescue me? What happened? I'm sorry, but much has changed. You'll want to sit down for this. Yeah, society has changed 1 billion times over. That's horrible, but you took the memories away? Not so precise, but I did what I could to spare you the trauma. Thank you. It feels unreal to be told that happened, but I do feel different. I'm sure it would have been far worse without your help. Simon, the best therapist on the planet, just like rips out the trauma out of you. I feel so warm. Where are these people? These are the like sex slaves that the orcs took. Yara, please contact our allies in the fortress near Fairholm. I want all the women who were damaged brought here. You know when there was a room with all the orcs just fucking a bunch of women? Simon never forgets. So now that we learn memory manipulation, he's ripping the trauma out of them. There's still a lot of leftover sexual energy in your case. I think I'll be able to return you to normal. And others are worse? I'm not sure if I'll be able to heal some of them, but I'll do my best. So, what happens to us now? That was so long ago, yep. He does have a good memory. Stay under our care for a while longer, then we'll return you to Ardaheim and help you find your families. Okay, I'm still so lightheaded. I did what I could. Simon, don't look so sad, you've done a very good thing. I know there were a few you couldn't save. I may have a suggestion there. Go ahead. The ones who are beyond saving, it would be more efficient to make use of them in some way. I know, I don't like the feel of it, but I think I should do what's pragmatic, even if it's distasteful. Actually, I have a suggestion I think you'll find a little more palatable. I'm not saying to throw them into the orc breeding chambers or anything. I have a few succubi who like working with lost causes like this. There's a chance, albeit small, that a lot of love and care could bring them back to normal. But meanwhile, they'd be kept somewhere for the succubi's use. You make it sound awful, phrase like that. It's better than the alternatives. Be gentle with them. Don't worry, some of us get off on that too. Okay. Looks like there's yet another letter from Queen Neranda. She's becoming quite talkative. I think I need to bring others in on this one. I see. I didn't realize her letters were getting this long. What do you think? I think Neranda sounds like a woman in a difficult, isolated position, but where I turned to sadness, she turned to anger and mistrust. But you aren't asking about that. You're wondering how we should respond. It seems that we could speak honestly with her, judging from this part. Your concerns regarding interception or censorships are well placed, but unnecessary. Our greatest concern in contacting outsiders is that dwarven isolation leaves us vulnerable to political manipulations. In particular, previous rulers have attempted to contact outsiders only to discover them to be Aramite agents. We thought this was less likely given your recent invasion of Yihilin, but remain cautious. I think she's just trying to explain herself. No, I think we should wait for the communication she references near the end. The political situation in Aram have become increasingly unstable, to a degree we cannot state even here. If the Doom King will become involved in this situation, voluntarily or otherwise, perhaps it would be best for us to initiate direct communication. Further information will be forthcoming over unique mercantile channels. You don't need to think that was implying we need to take the initiative? It might, but based on what little I know of Neranda, I think she wants to handle it. And I suppose we continue to wait. Thank you for providing a second set of eyes, Janine. Of course, beloved. But what struck out to me most was actually something buried in the middle of the letter. Our attention is frequently occupied by declining birth rates, though some believe this to be the natural order, that we should pass from this world. Many disagree. This includes some in Aram, who believe recent advances in fertility magic could potentially increase birth rates. We trust you understand that this would be untenable as a future for Ustrin. Surely that cannot mean Aram wants to start some kind of a breeding program for dwarves. It might. I think we would have heard of such a thing. Aram doesn't have that much control, but I did wonder about its meaning. This may be some subtle movement that few know beside Neranda. It seems concerning regardless. Queen Neranda is married, but doesn't have any children, correct? Yes, but that's not uncommon for dwarves. Is it a concern for the royal family? Not nearly so much as for humans. Dwarves have clear laws of succession, but I cannot say if it is a concern in non-political ways. We'll probably have to wait for more information then. Yes, I wish you the best in dealing with it, beloved, and I will do whatever I can to assist. Father, the spells are ready. Okay, sex scene. The spells you asked me to research for the Doom King. Oh my god. Fucking... Ah! Yes, I'm just messing with you. Have to ease my nervousness somehow. Never mind. Of course I mean the spells for us. Okay, this doesn't have to happen now. If you're nervous, we can take all the time you want. No, I want us to take the step now, in a time of peace, rather than risk making a rushed decision later. Then I'll make arrangements so no one will suspect our absence. The bedroom should be shielded from even nearby observation. Let me set some research in motion and lay the spells in place, and I'll return to you. Yep. Simonette. Robin joins the harem. Father, I love you so much. I love you too, Robin. My mind is racing now in the best way. Oh? I want to do so much more. My body feels completely spent. I don't think I could take it, but my mind... I'm just gonna skip through this. Now... all that's left... is to finish. But we're not gonna do that. Do you know why? In 2 minutes, there's the Path of Exile reveal. So I am going to save and exit the game. And then we're gonna watch the Path of Exile stream. I'm also gonna change which category I'm in. Stop recording.